Well, hey everybody, it's Jay Boyer. Welcome to this week's live training. And I want to start it off by sharing with you kind of a huge aha moment that I realized about 3 years after I started my online business. And this is it. Did you know that it's just as easy to set up a recurring online income stream as it is to generate a one-time product sale? Yes, it is absolutely true. And let me paint a picture for you of what that might look like. Imagine this for one moment, rolling out of bed, maybe on a Monday morning, right? When everyone else is driving to work, not happy that the weekend's over, but you roll out of bed at 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning, log into your PayPal account and see hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars of recurring income showing up in that account every single day, month after month. Would consistent daily income like that change your life? Would it make a difference for you? Would that be kind of a dream come true for you? Would that solve all of your financial problems? Let me know. This is not a rhetorical question. Give me a yes or no in the questions box. Thank you. Thanks for that feedback. Yeah, well, listen, I'm here to tell you from my own personal experience that recurring income like this is not a pipe dream. It's a reality. It's achievable by you, and that's exactly why I've been calling recurring revenue the holy grail of online income this week. And this is what I'm talking about, okay? Working once and getting paid over and over and over again every single month for the same piece of work. In fact, this is really the only type of income that you should be working towards if you're interested in building a long-lasting and sustainable online business. But here's the thing. Most people have absolutely no clue that this is even possible for them, let alone how to actually make this happen in their own business. And that's exactly why I am absolutely thrilled to have my good friend and recurring revenue expert, Chris Luck, on this week's live webinar training. Now get this, you've heard me mention these numbers, they're kind of crazy. Since 2007, Chris has generated over $25 million in semi-passive recurring income by leveraging one simple business model. That's the Humble membership site. And whether you're a Kindle publisher, whether you're an information product creator, an affiliate marketer, an e-commerce seller, local business consultant, or pretty much any other kind of online business out there, Chris is about to show you exactly how you can easily add this recurring revenue model onto whatever you're currently doing right now in order to create massive passive monthly income streams in your business for years to come. And so without further ado, I'm going to get right into it because I know Chris has a ton of content to share with you here today. And so we're going to get started here. I'm going to hand the ball over to you, buddy. Take it away.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me. And there's hundreds of people here right now, so I'm just keeping an eye on the questions box, and I want all of you to know. Which, by the way, I'm Chris, and it's always fun to put a name with a face. So that's me. And I have three screens in front of me, and I have on the screen directly in front of me is the questions box, and I just stare at the questions box as we're going through all this, and then the other screen is kind of what my next slide's going to be. So if you can all kind of interact with me, this is going to be a very interactive training, and that's how I like to do things. I don't like to do trainings where you just have to sit back and listen or take notes and listen to a guy just kind of reading slides. I don't do that. Nothing scripted. Everything is kind of just off the cuff, and I've been doing this for a very long time, and I know you guys will really like it. So today, my 4-step method is what you all are going to see, and this is a method that Jay mentioned this in generating over 11 grand per day for 6 years by giving people free information. And this training usually takes about 90 minutes, depends on how interactive we get. But I can assure you that what you're going to experience today will absolutely change your life if you apply it. And it doesn't matter, like Jay mentioned, if you already have a business and you have already got some momentum going with something, or you just want to start a new business. What you're about to see in this method can apply, it can bolt on to an existing business, but it can also be used for new business as well. So before we begin, I do have 3 quick questions. So this is the beginning of the interactions. And the first one is, if I show all of you how to use my 4-step method that has been making me over $11,000 per day for 6 years by giving people free information, will you promise me that you'll actually do it? And if you will, this is the time to type yes into the question box. I want to see a just flood and waterfall of yeses coming in, and there's a ton of them coming in. So thank you for that. And what I'm about to show you will take you out of your comfort zone. But if you wish to make more money, then Will you commit to me right now with being okay to get out of your comfort zone? And if you are okay with getting out of your comfort zone today, type in a couple more yeses in the chat. I just want to see it raining yeses. And I would say all the names, but I mean, there's literally hundreds of names coming in. So, and also the last question is, are you willing to put in the work to make more money, show up in your life, and give you the freedom to live the life you deserve? And if you are, one last time, just please type in a couple yeses in the chat, because the yeses, and you'll hear me ask for yeses a lot through this, because that is for me to know that you're paying attention, and that it feels really weird to kind of be sitting in my home office right now. I'm literally sitting below my daughter's playroom, and they're 6 and 8. I can hear them playing above me. So I hear that, but when I'm doing this, that's why I stare at the question box to make sure that you're all here with me. So just so you know, I'm not a guru or someone you'll ever see speak on stage that claims to have all the answers, because I'm terrified when it comes to speaking in front of any audience or even being on camera. And I'm also not somebody that actually makes money selling people how to make money. There's plenty of people out there that do that. That's not me. And I'm a real entrepreneur that actually builds real businesses. And more specifically, I'm a real entrepreneur that builds real businesses that are specifically designed to produce passive monthly recurring revenue. And you'll see those businesses here in just a minute. And I'm also a dad from Illinois that likes to take his family to the pumpkin patch on Halloween, to baseball games, family bowling, monster truck races, Easter egg hunting, 4th of July parades, and taking my wife out on a date at least once a week for the last 15 years, which I actually took her out this afternoon. There's a new sushi place that popped up in town, and we had a lunch date, which is awesome because you don't have to hire a babysitter because the kids are in school. And the reason I'm showing you all these photos from my personal life is because I want you to know that what you're going to see on this training right now is something that any one of you can do. Anybody from anywhere in the world, no matter what your background or experience is. Because being a family man that doesn't have a ton of time to quote unquote hustle behind the computer all day, like you see these people saying that you have to do, I always have to be on the lookout for shortcuts. And today, what I want to do is be your guide, like your tour guide, and just share with you my best shortcut that I found when it comes to starting a new online business that is designed to produce a passive monthly recurring revenue. So I'm going to show you exactly what to do, but I'm also going to show you how to do it step by step. So if that sounds good, please type in a couple more yeses in the question box. And before we begin, I know it's important for you to understand the difference between an entrepreneur and a wantrepreneur. So wantrepreneurs just want to get to the top. They don't want to take any time to build a solid foundation. They consume an unhealthy amount of information, buying everything that comes across their newsfeed on Facebook because they really want to have a business someday. But you see, to start a successful business, you just start before you're even ready. And today, right here, right now, I want you to commit with me that you're going to start, because what you're about to see will absolutely change your life if you apply it. It has changed mine many times over, and I'm excited to share it with you. And you might be wondering, is this for you? And to be completely honest, I'm not sure if it is for you, but if you want to build a business that is designed to produce passive monthly recurring revenue, this is going to be for you. And this is also for you if you're working on and possibly struggling with starting a new business from scratch. This is for you if you already have a business. Maybe you want to add an additional passive monthly recurring revenue. And this is for you if you're tired of buying courses and products that make big promises but haven't delivered results. I mean, how many of you have bought a product in, let's say, the last 6 months, and you were so excited about the product and it didn't deliver any results? I'm raising my hand because I buy products all the time because I try to stay on just the edge of marketing, and I'm always buying products that right now I'm buying things that are talking about AI and stuff like that. And nothing works, though. It's just people selling you a smoke and mirrors. So this is not for you if you are looking for a magical get rich quick plan, because those don't work. I've been building businesses online since 1999. That's when I got kicked out of college, when I built my first business. And I'm not going to waste your time here pretending that these get rich quick plans work, because they don't. They don't exist. And this is not for you if you can't follow simple directions and stick to a proven step-by-step method, because that's what I'm going to give to you. And also, this is not for you if you're unable to invest money into building your business. And I know for some of you that can be a tough pill to swallow. It's like, oh, it's going to cost money. Can't I just get money show up my bank account every day but not have to really invest anything into it? No, that's not possible. In order to build a business, it's going to cost you some money. It's not going to cost a lot, but it's not free. And I'm going to show you how all the costs break down here today as well. But if you don't have money to invest in yourself today, this is not going to be for you. Every business requires initial investment. And there are two types of people in this world. There are those who leave their personal finances their financial success and the freedom in the hands of their employers. And then there are those who take full responsibility and they do whatever it takes to build their own future. And if you are the one who will take full responsibility and do whatever it takes to build your own future, this training is for you and you are in the right place. And I want you to type yes again in the chat because I love seeing this waterfall of yeses because I'm excited because I know you're all paying attention. And I know that if you're typing yes, you're ready to do what it takes to build your own future. And you'll soon agree with me in probably the next, I don't know, 12, 15, 13, 14 minutes that it was a wise move on your part to attend this training today. And that's because there's a massive shift happening online right now. And you could call it the mother of all disruptors, and it's quickly approaching. But for the few entrepreneurs that are prepared and ready to take action, it's going to be the single biggest opportunity of their lives to grow businesses and amass great wealth. But for the majority of entrepreneurs that remain unaware, it's going to be a death sentence for their business because their competitors, like myself, are going to gobble up all their customers and they're going to be fighting for the bottom of the market with everyone else. However, we're still in the early stages, and it's still too early for most entrepreneurs to spot. Within just a few short months, the effects are going to be obvious, but by then it's going to be too late, and those unprepared entrepreneurs are going to find themselves stuck. They're going to be unable to take part in what will be the most profitable time for online business in the past 20 years. Now, for the prepared entrepreneurs, it's going to be an entirely different story because they're going to be able to seize on this great disruption to grow their businesses faster than ever before. And I estimate more money is going to be made online the next 2 years than the previous 20. So what does that mean for you and your business or your new business you're about to start? Well, it means few entrepreneurs in every industry are going to get incredibly wealthy incredibly fast. And there's a very real potential that you could make more in 2 years than you did the prior 2 decades. But unfortunately, few entrepreneurs are going to cash in on this incredible surge. Instead, they're going to find themselves stuck on the sidelines. They're going to feel lost. They're going to feel confused. They're going to feel alone because they're going to be watching a few well-prepared entrepreneurs leapfrog ahead of them to the biggest paydays of our lives. And if I'd estimate right now, I'd say less than 1 in 10,000 online entrepreneurs are even taking the necessary steps to survive what's coming. But that's all about to change because today, right now on this training, my mission is to get you and your online business or a new online business you want to start up to speed and ready to exploit this once in a lifetime opportunity. I know exactly what you need to win and win big over the coming months. And today on this training, I'm going to give you all of that advice for free. It's just up to you if you actually want to implement it or not. So my question to you right now, after seeing all of that, is are you ready? And if you're ready, please type yes in the question box again, because these yeses are getting me so fired up. And if I'm talking too fast, tell me to slow down because I get excited because I know I'm excited for all of you to see what you're about to see, because I'm sure you'll agree with me when I say that there are too many ways to build an online business today. Am I right? I mean, there's too many things you need to figure out. There's too many products on the market. There's too many people trying to sell you shiny objects. And it's no wonder people are overwhelmed with how to build an online business, right? And I'm also sure you can agree that building an online business, if you've ever tried to do it or you are doing it, feels like you're climbing an uphill maze sometimes. And to make matters worse, there are thousands of people claiming to be experts who want you to think they can solve all your problems with some easy fix. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. And I've seen this for 20 years and it's sickening. And you're not alone because I've been there. 20 years ago, when you had to use a home phone line to dial in, connect to America Online, which I think those were like the funnest days online, by the way, because it was just the Wild West. It's when I built my first business. I was a broke college student. I was majoring in debt, and I came across this magazine. It was on December 27th, where it had an article about how Jeff Bezos opened to the doors to this thing on Amazon called their associates program, which you've heard of this before. It's where you get paid a 10% commission for whatever someone buys that you send to their website. And I was hooked because I signed up and bought every course I could find on marketing. I went to every marketing event. I did everything. I maxed out all my credit cards because I knew if I could figure out marketing, I could send a boatload of people to Amazon and make a lot of money. And I got really, really good at it. So good, I got kicked right out of college because I skipped all my classes because I was in my dorm room sending people all day to Amazon, literally printing money with my computers. Then I discovered the world of affiliate marketing outside of Amazon. I realized there's other companies that have this kind of stuff in these programs. And I actually worked up to becoming a 6-figure affiliate for companies like Disney and Walmart and Zappos and Ticketmaster, Walgreens, Kohl's, GameStop, and all these companies. I wasn't promoting people's products. I was just going for the big companies that will actually pay me because I know they've got money in the bank to pay me, and I know people are familiar with the brand. So it was a really cool experience as an affiliate marketer. And making all this money like most entrepreneurs do, I ended up buying my favorite car in the world, which was a GTR. And if buying a $94,000 car in cash wasn't enough, I spent another $45,000 on upgrades, and I even customized the license plate to say .com. Try convincing that to your wife. It was not easy. And driving this thing around my small town in Southern Illinois of 24,000 people, that's the population in the town I live in now, with that license plate, everyone started asking what I do for a living. And after trying to explain what I do, every time I pulled up the gas station, I figure, why not create a course and just teach people affiliate marketing? So then when someone asks what I do, I just say, oh, go here, and then give them a website to go to, and then they buy my course, and then they can make money like I made money. So I did that. I spent months building this thing, and I felt like it was the best course on the planet. But guess what happened? Crickets. Not a single sale. It was the most embarrassing time of my life. I didn't get a sale from my friends, not from my family, not from social media. I tried running ads to my own product, couldn't get a sale. I couldn't get a sale from anywhere. It was, again, the most frustrating time of my life. If someone told me that I could turn information into a multi-million-dollar business, I would have never believed you. In fact, every time I sat down at my computer, I felt like this guy because I couldn't figure out where in the world I went wrong. Then one day, everything changed for me because I was standing at a magazine rack on Barnes and Noble. I came across this article in Forbes about a woman named Linda Wyman who started a website called lynda.com. How many of you have heard of lynda.com? If you have, just say type Linda in the question box, because what she has or had, she sold it to LinkedIn not too long ago, but what she had was a membership site. Now that's a writer downer. Write down the word membership site, because her site taught people things like how to use Microsoft Excel. And if you haven't seen it before, imagine a Netflix, but instead of people signing up and paying $20 a month for movies, they're paying $20 a month to get access to a library of online education. And in the article, she mentioned that she reached 2 million monthly members. 2 million at $20 a month. So out of curiosity, I went to her membership site, and this is what I found. I saw that she was charging $19.99, so let's call it $20 a month, to get access to everything, which means her membership site, which is a writer downer that teaches people things like how to use Microsoft Excel, was raking in $39,989,000 per month. I mean, can you imagine? And while I was on her membership site poking around, I realized what she built was genius, because she didn't do what these marketing people are saying you need to do. She didn't have a sales page. There's no sales letter. There's not a sales video. There's not a sales funnel. There's none of that stuff that you hear these people say you need. There wasn't any of that stuff back then when I found it, and there's not any of that stuff now. And here's the way it works. When Linda built her membership site, when you go to look at a course on, let's say, Excel for marketers, the first few videos of the course are available to watch for free. Right down there on the right-hand side where it says contents, you see it's lit up in blue. You can watch the welcome video. You can check out the exercise files. You can look at sources of marketing data. The videos are less than a minute long. And you watch a couple of those videos and you're like, oh, this stuff's really good. But then you click on one of the locked ones. This happens. A big message appears asking if you're ready to watch the entire course. Of course you are. You're excited. You watched the first few videos already. So you can click that nice little yellow button right there and get unlimited access to everything for free. Start a free trial. So it's the whole try before you buy thing. And it's like those people with free samples that float around the food courts at the malls. They give you a free sample because they know if you enjoy it, you're going to end up buying their food. And that happens to me every time I go to the food court. So I thought to myself, okay, I had to collect my thoughts, and I know a lot about marketing. So why not build a membership site like Linda, but teach marketing? Because I couldn't sell it with a course. So I did, and it worked. In fact, it worked so well, I went on to build a total of 13 membership sites that went on to generate over $25 million from 2007 to 2013. That's 6 straight years. And that's when I sold the company, was in 2013. And what you're actually looking at is an email from my account manager, because I had to get the total revenue from all my membership sites leading up to the time of the sale. And these are money in the bank numbers for 6 years, which came out to $4.1 million per year, which that breaks down to $11,428.39 per day. That's where that number came from. So after I sold the company, I went on a business building binge because now I have quite a bit of money in the bank. And I felt like, okay, I got all this money. I can build a bigger, better business and I don't have to get investors or anything. So I built my businesses around my passions. So, for example, I love playing video games. I was actually just playing a Fortnite with my daughter before we jumped on this training. And I'm a huge nerd when it comes to video games. So I hired some developers and I built a game for the iPhone back in 2013, which is called Boomy versus Pirates. It got to the top 10 charts on the App Store and ended up getting bought out. And the person that bought the company just wanted the customers and they let the brand die, which sucks because I thought it was a really cool game. And I also love streaming games, which is when you get paid to play games like Fortnite. But the problem is, there's not a place that teaches gamers how to become streamers. Like, how do you make money just playing video games? So I figured how to do it. And I built a place called Streamer Nation, which is where gamers can become streamers and they can make money, they can meet friends, and they can have a lot of fun. And I also love being healthy. And I launched my own line of health supplements that are on Amazon and are doing very well. I also love energy drinks, and I always had this idea for a new type of energy drink that's actually good for you, that hasn't been done before. It's not in a can or anything like that. So I hired some formulators and I invented it, and it's called Evil Energy, and you can actually use it to turn any drink into an energy drink that's equivalent to 3 Red Bulls. But there's no carbs, there's no sugars, there's no jitters, or none of that stuff. So the reason I'm showing you all these random businesses, because those none of these businesses are membership sites, the reason I'm showing you all of these is because I want you to know I'm an entrepreneur. I love to build businesses, and I've been building businesses online for the past 20 years, and I've been in the trenches. I've seen everything, and I've discovered that there's only one type of business out of everything that I've built that I consider the holy grail of all business. Guess what it is? Membership sites. Because let me tell you, nothing is as fun, rewarding, and exciting as building a membership site and getting paid every day. Just like Jay said, when you wake up in the morning, first thing I do, hold out my iPhone in front of me. It does facial recognition, logs into my bank account. It's like, oh, I made a lot of money while I slept. And I show my wife and daughters, and we celebrate like every morning. And I'm giving away free information to get people to join my membership sites. And in fact, a few months ago, I decided to build a new membership site because as of today, out of all the businesses that I built, at the end of the day, I just love helping people. If you have noticed already by this training, it's probably not like a training you're used to seeing because I love to do this stuff where most people do these kind of trainings because they're just trying to sell you something. I love to actually teach. So the new membership site I started, it was in January, and already what's exciting is it's already over $66,000 a month in recurring revenue, and it has a growth rate of 34.8% month over month. So within just 12 months, it's going to be generating over $643,945 per month in just 12 months. And to be honest, building a business like this that is designed to produce passive monthly recurring revenue, that is designed to pay you to give people free information, it's nice. I'm not going to lie, it's really nice. But imagine for a second, money aside, what if you could have an online business that actually paid you to live the life that you've always wanted? I mean, think about that. Imagine if you were getting $643,945 deposited into your bank account every month. What would you do today? I should say tomorrow. What would you do this week? What would you do this month? What would you do this year? The rest of your life? I mean, type it in the chat or the question box. Really think about this. If money wasn't an issue, what would you do different in your life? I mean, would you buy a new car? I mean, imagine pulling into your driveway in a new red Ferrari if that's what you want. In my case, it was a GTR because I don't like driving around with a bullseye on my butt. Would you want to move into a new house? Imagine buying or building your forever home in the next 12 months. Would you want to get a boat? Imagine having a captain just kind of cruise you around while you lay on the bow sipping champagne. Would you want to take your family on more vacations? Imagine telling your kids you're taking them to Disney World knowing price isn't a problem. Would you want to relax for as long as you want? Maybe you want to lay on a hammock on the beach knowing your business is always putting money in your bank account every morning like clockwork. Would you want to sleep in every day? Imagine never waking up to an alarm clock ever again, and you don't even own an alarm clock. I don't. Would you want to donate to charity? Imagine helping those in need and making an impact on the world that you'll be remembered for. Would you want to go on a shopping spree? Imagine walking into any store you want, never having to look at a price tag. I mean, just imagine for a second living a life of complete and total freedom to do what you want, when you want, how you want. These are the things that can happen in your life. All you have to do is do what works. And today I'm going to show you exactly what works. So more specifically, I'm going to show you how to build an online business that will produce passive monthly recurring revenue. Does that sound good? This is time to type yes in the chat or question box. Question box has been a little slow. When it gets a little slow, I get a little slow. So get me energized with the question box. Thanks for all the yeses. Thanks, Wayne, Lynn, Jennifer, Martha, Henry. I have to do a shout out to everybody because you good guys are awesome. Matt, Kimberly, Ulysses, Henry, Lynn, Martha, Lee, Michael, all of you. Thank you. Now I know some of you are probably wondering, if you can or cannot do what I'm going to share with you today, right? I'm sure some of you are thinking that. I'd be thinking that if I were you. And if I'm hearing you correctly, what you really want to know is, will this time actually be different? I mean, will you finally get the solution you're looking for all this time for building an online business to really give you the life that you want? And I believe, yes, you absolutely can. Every one of you can. It doesn't matter where you're located in the world. It doesn't matter your background or any of that stuff. As a matter of fact, Walt Disney said it best. If you can dream it, you can do it. And in our time we spend here together on this training, which I know you guys are going to love and girls are going to love, I'm going to show you how membership sites have worked for all different people from all different backgrounds, where each and every one had their own unique set of challenges they brought to the table. So I want you to look for that. And it should help you see that, in fact, you can do this. All I ask, please, for the life of me, do not sit back and just consume this information. Get off of Facebook, close your email. I turn my phone off in airplane mode. I put my Apple Watch, I plugged it in, and it's sitting up in my bedroom. So, I mean, do the same. Like, I don't have Facebook up. You shouldn't have Facebook up. I don't have other websites up. You shouldn't have any other websites up. Please focus on this information because this is truly life-changing information. And the most common barrier to achieving success is our tendency to need just a little bit more information. And you know what? We all end up suffering from information overload. Am I right? If you've suffered from information overload or felt like you've suffered from information overload in the past 48 hours, type in yes in the chat. I'm raising both my hands. It happens every day. And to make matters worse, we're bombarded every day with lies. You see, most online business advice that's floating around out there is downright deceptive because they say you must get on social media. You have to build a list. You need a funnel. I say, no, you don't. Because, okay, you get some Facebook followers. Now what? Okay, you build an email list. Now what? Okay, you get some software to build some funnels. Now what? I mean, what are you going to sell? How are you going to sell it? Where are you going to get the customers? You see, all of these things that people are trying to sell you are just tactics. And each tactic is like a piece to a puzzle. You could spend your whole life collecting random puzzle pieces from all these different people, but you will never be able to put them all together to make an entire puzzle. If you want an online business that will make you more money per month than most doctors make per year, there's only one thing you have to focus on. One thing. And guess what that one thing is? Find and help people that are looking for help. Please write this down. Find and help people that are looking for help. Once you have this mindset, the rest is easy. This is exactly what I'm going to show you how to do here today. And this is what I'm doing for all of you today. If you're looking for help with building a business, I'm going to be helping you. But first, let me ask, would you, now that you kind of know where we're headed with this, would you like to build a business that's designed to pay you to find and help people looking for help? If you would, please type in yes in the chat because this is not going to be for you. This would be a really good time to just kind of bounce off and go back on Facebook if you do not want to get paid to find and help people looking for help. Okay? So there's a lot of yeses, so that's good because I know a lot of you have said, and I can see about 11 people dropped off when I said that. So good for them. They're going back to mediocrity, as if that's I can never say that word, but I mean seriously, this is going to change your life, and you're going to love every second of it. So let's get to work. There's two ways to build an online business. There is the hard way, which is to build one product to solve one problem that you sell to one person. Trust me, I've tried the hard way many, many times. I've done it with my energy drink. I've done it with supplements. I've done it with that super hard way to build a business. Then there's the easy way, which is to build a membership site, one place that solves many problems all in one place. So you really only build something one time, but then you solve a lot of problems in that one place. So you might be wondering, because I used to wonder this, why would people give you money for information when they could just go to YouTube? Am I right? I mean, the reason is because information alone is not enough. When people are looking for solutions to problems, they're willing to pay for it. I mean, think about that. The bigger the problem that somebody has, the more they're going to pay to fix that problem. So you need to be the one to help the people looking for solutions to problems, help them solve their problems. That's all. And the leading online market research company is called Orbis Research. They just announced recently the global online education market was $165 billion in 2017. But check this out. It's expected to reach 275 billion by 2022, which means today, right now, right here on this training is when you want to focus on getting in the online education space if you haven't done so already. And not only just do it, don't create products anymore. Build a membership site. Just one is all you need. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it today, step by step. And it's really important that you do not reinvent the wheel. Do not, please do not come up with some idea that hasn't been done before. Let somebody else do that. Let somebody else be the pioneer that you can shoot arrows in their back. You don't want to be the one getting arrows shot in your back. So what you can do is what Steve Jobs did, and that is to think different. Think different. So for example, this is always a fun one. Did Apple come out with the first MP3 player? No, these were the first MP3 players. Apple sat back, let others take the risk, and then they come out, release the iPod, which was a better version of what was already proven on the market. Did Apple make the first smartphone? No, these were the first smartphones. Apple sat back, let others take all the risk. Then they released the iPhone, which was a better version of what was already proven on the market. Did Apple make the first tablet? No, these were the first tablets. Apple sat back, let others take the risk, and then they released the iPad, which was a better version of what was already proven on the market. I mean, this is amazing, right? I could keep on going, but I think you get to the point. This can work in any business, by the way, not just membership sites. The secret to success is you need to look at what the most successful have already done and just start there. And that's exactly what I do every time I build a business. And that's exactly what you should do as well. So when I started building membership sites back in 2007, that's when I built my first one. All I did was I looked at who the most successful was at the time, Linda Wyman. And in that article that I read in Forbes, she also mentioned that her membership site, lynda.com, went from her first zero to her first 10 million per month in revenue without spending a dollar on advertising. Really let that sink in for a minute. She built a business that's generating $100 million a year without spending a single dollar on advertising. How is that even possible? Her strategy was to have one place that solved many problems that would be so helpful that people would join, stick around forever, and then they would tell everybody else about it. And that's exactly what happened. And when you build a business like this can happen. In April 2015, LinkedIn bought lynda.com for $1.5 billion. Forget the Mega Millions jackpot. Build yourself a membership site. I mean, and then that's cash in the bank. That you're not getting half of that paid out or the 1.5 billion paid over 30 years. Take a check for $1.5 billion for building a membership site and getting paid to help people. That's what I'm going to show you how to do. And lynda.com is not some flying rainbow unicorn that can never be recreated. TeamTreehouse.com, which is a membership site where people can learn web design and coding. They're making over $2 million per month. ReflectionYoga.com, which is a membership site where people can learn yoga from anywhere in the world. They're making over $10 million per year. There's PencilKings.com, which is a membership site where people can learn how to become an artist. They're making over $17 million per year. There's GuitarTricks.com, which is a membership site where people can learn how to play the guitar. They have 1.9 million paying members, which goes to show you that even though there are millions of free guitar lessons, videos floating around on YouTube, you can still create a membership site where people will pay you every month for you to teach them what you know how to do. In fact, by the end of this training, you're going to know the exact 4-step method you can use to build your own membership site. You're going to see actually how each of the steps work that will produce passive monthly recurring revenue that's made over $11,000 per day for 6 years by giving people free information. How's all that sound? Does it sound good? If you're excited and ready to do this, please type yes in the question box. And if you're not yet excited, let's have a little fun with math. If you follow the 4-step method that I'm about to give you, here's a chart to show you what's possible. So the left column is how many members you could be getting into your membership site each day. at $35 a month. Now, you should always have a free trial for your membership site, but then know that those free trials, about 90% of them always stick around, especially by doing what I'm about to show you today. So each of those members at $35 a month is also I've found is the best price point across all of the membership sites I built across many, many different industries. $35 a month is always a good sweet spot. And to put it in perspective, I know hundreds of people that are getting over 20 new members a day, with this being the first business they've ever built. But to be conservative, let's say you got other things going on. You got a life to live, and you can only get 5 new members a day. $35 a month. Your revenue is going to be cash in the bank or already over $5,000. Month 2 will be over 10,000. Month 3 will be over 15,000. Month 4 you'll be over 21,000, because it keeps compounding, because the members stick around. When you build the membership site the way I'm going to show you how to do it, they're not going to want to leave. It really is incredible. But the question is, are you ready to see how to do this? And if you are, please type in yes in the question box. I'm going to take a quick sip of water. And let's dive right in. Thanks for all the yeses that are flooding in. So I've spent the past decade reverse engineering the most successful membership sites in the world that generate between 10 million and 100 million per year. I won't take the time to digest and pick apart a membership site unless they're generating over 10 million per year, which you can find out by looking at traffic stats and conversions and all that kind of stuff, which I'm not going to bore you with. But it has allowed me to create what I call membership method. And it's my 4-step method on how to build a business that will produce passive and predictable monthly recurring revenue, which I know you all want. So let's go ahead and walk through the 4 steps. So step number 1 is the people. This is when you want to have something. You need to be writing this stuff down. So step number 1 is the people, which is where we're going to find people asking for help. And this is very important, because when you find people asking for help, you will not have to sell them on why they need to join your membership site, because they're just going to want to join. And you will never have to create a sales page, a sales letter, a sales video, or a sales funnel for the rest of your life. Step 2 is a product, which is where we will actually help people we find by providing a product that will solve their problem. And the type of product that we're actually going to be providing to them is going to be information. And that information can be in the form of an article, a guide, a cheat sheet, a report, an ebook, notes on how to do something, video tutorial, however you want to create your information. I'm going to show you how to create the information too when we get to that in a minute. And step 3 is the process, which is where we will help people we find by providing a product that will solve their problem using a process. And the process is by giving them free access to your membership site and actually having a membership site. And I'm going to show you how to do that and how to build one today, actually in as little as 5 minutes. And step 4 is profit, which is where you will get paid to help people that are looking for help. So before we go through each of these 4 steps together, I know some of you are probably thinking to yourself, Chris, this all sounds great, but I don't have a clue on what to build a membership site on. And if that feels like you, don't worry, because just about everything in the world can have a membership site. And to actually break it down and kind of make it fun to have a cool graphic to look at, here are 100 ideas that I put together for you to see what I mean. So look at this for a second. I mean, you could have a membership site on fishing, fitness, baking, bodybuilding, couponing, camping, parenting, marketing, all this stuff. The secret is to make your membership site a broad topic. That's a writer downer. For instance, you would not want to create a membership site about Facebook marketing. You'd want to create a membership site about marketing. Or you wouldn't want to create a membership site about, well, I'll just use Facebook. I don't want to go. I could go in a million examples. And I was trying to pick out easy ones, but I'm not even going to bore you with that. You get the idea. You want it to be a broad topic. And because the reason you want it to be a broad topic is because you want to have categories on your membership site that you build over time that you just add to your membership site, and you don't have to go build a new business from scratch each time. I mean, lynda.com, lynda.com, that doesn't stand for anything. That's her name. But she can cover any topic she wants. She just adds a new category, or she doesn't. LinkedIn does now, adds a new category to the website, and they don't have to go build a new membership site from scratch. So I hope that's really exciting for you, because this was my aha moment when I realized once my first membership site was working, I was like, man, I have this membership site in marketing. I don't have to go build another product in marketing ever again. And I didn't. The reason I had 13 membership sites, because I kept building membership sites in different industries, and it just kept working over and over and over. So I'm a parent with 2 beautiful daughters that are 6 and 8. Callie's on the left, Kami's on the right. And I'll use parenting as a real world example as we go through these 4 steps together, because I don't like to teach in theory. I like to actually show you live examples and show you, hey, let's build this together. So let's build this together. So let's say we're going to build a membership site in parenting. So once you know what market you want to go into, we're going to get to work on step number 1, which is the people. And again, that is where we're going to find people that are asking for help. So for this step, all you have to do is ask yourself 3 questions. And those 3 questions are, number 1, what are the most popular categories in your industry? Number 2, what are people already buying to get help? Number 3, what can you create? Okay, so let's go through each of these together right now. So for the first question, if your industry was parenting, then you would ask yourself, what are the most popular categories of parenting? And always remember, you're going to be offering more than one solution on your membership site. And if you're serious about generating a serious amount of money with this, your goal should be to help as much of your industry as you can, because the more solutions you provide, the more people you're going to attract, the more money you're going to make. It's that easy. So you want to make a list of the most popular categories where people are going and looking for help in the parenting industry for. So what I like to do is go to Amazon. And on Amazon, I'll do a search for best-selling books in the category that I want to build a membership site on. So in the parenting example, you just go to the parenting category and you'll see all the books on parenting right there on the left. So you have adoption, aging parents, babysitting, daycare, childcare, family activities, family health, family relationships, fertility, humor, pregnancy reference, and special needs. Now, I don't recommend trying to build a membership site with all these categories all at one time. You will go out of your mind and you'll fail. I just pick one category to start with. I'm a very simple guy. I don't like to overcomplicate things. So just start with one. And then with that one category, I like to get my membership sites up to over $100,000 a month in recurring revenue. And then and only then is when I'll add a second category, which is really amazing, because rather than building, again, a new business every time you want to go into a new category, you already have your movement in motion. All you have to do is just add a new category to your membership site and your revenue is going to compound each and every month. So to continue with this live example, let's pick family activities for the category for the membership site we're going to build, because family activities sounds fun and everybody likes to have fun. And so let's go ahead and do that. And once you know what category you're going to have, the next thing you want to do is find out what are people already buying in each of these 3 categories that you're going to start out with to solve their problem. Okay, so to do this, we're going to jump back over to Amazon. And from here, you click on the category that you want to dive into. So we'll click on family activities, and then you'll be able to browse through all the best sellers, the most gifted, the most wished for, all that stuff. And everything you see here on this page, guess what? They can be individual content pieces on your membership site in the form, again, of articles, as guides, as ebooks, as video tutorials, lessons, however you want to position it. Because these have already been written, they've already been proven, they've already been successful. Now, don't buy these books and just write the information up on your membership site. That's plagiarism. Don't copy it. You'll go to jail, or you'll get sued. I don't know. Don't do any of that stuff. You want to look at these as ideas and inspiration, just like how Steve Jobs looked at what's already selling on the market and made something better. That's what, in your mind, that's what we need to be doing. So imagine as a parent, let's say you go to Google and you type in how to teach your child to read, which I've actually typed this in like 8 years ago. And you end up going over to Amazon and finding a book called Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. Awesome. That's great. It's exactly what you're looking for. But guess what? About 90% of people that do a search on Google and they click on the first listing, they open it in a new tab. And then they come back and they keep looking to see what else is on Google. That's actually a statistic that Google published recently about that, which is really cool. So imagine you go to Google as a parent and you type in how to teach your child to read. And you see that book, but then you go back and check some other things on search results on Google. Maybe you click on a couple ads, and then you end up on a magical place called the membership site. And that magical place has Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons, but it also has 100 curious hands-on activities for curious kids, and it also has 150 screen-free activities for kids, and it also has 50 dangerous things you should let your children do, and it also has 55 science and art activities to reconnect your children with nature. It also has 500 fun and creative learning activities for homeschooling, and it also has 52 activities that help you and your child discover the wonders of science. Now, as a parent, you could either A, buy each book on Amazon for a total of $98.94, or B, join parentingparadise.com for free. Get all these books online with all of our other stuff too, not just these books, but all the stuff we've got. And then after 7 days, if you want to stick around and get some more amazing parenting stuff, it's $35 a month. Does this make sense? By the way, I own parentingparadise.com. I haven't built anything there yet because my wife actually wants to build out parentingparadise.com following what you're seeing right now. So I hope this is making sense right now, because this is the light bulb moment when I discovered lynda.com over a decade ago that totally changed the way that I do business. And if it wasn't for reading that article in Forbes that day, I would have never went on to master this business model and generate over $25 million by simply finding and helping people looking for help. So are you excited? If this makes sense, type yes in the chat, because I said it makes sense earlier, but I didn't see any yeses come in. So I want to take a water pause, and I want to a water break, and make sure this is making sense. And do you all like the training in the direction we're headed so far? If so, like, give me a rating on like 1 to 10. How do you like this so far? Because that will let me know if I'm doing good or bad. So I see questions we're getting about how do you get traffic and all that kind of stuff. We're going to get into all that. I'm literally walking you through each of the 4 steps right now. Wow. Thanks, Jim, for a 12, Kimberly 10, Matt 10, 8, a 20. Thanks, Jackie. That's awesome. So the lowest number I saw was a 10. Good. I'm glad you're all pumped. I'm glad you're all excited. I'm glad you're all interacting, because that makes me super excited, and I'm smiling. I'm super happy. So let's move on to the third question, which is, what can you create for your membership site? This is where it gets fun. This is where most people think, got to work now. But I look at this like, hey, we're going to help people. So that's how you need to think. All you have to do to answer this question is to spend a few minutes browsing around to what books people are buying on Amazon, and just write down the kind of stuff you want to make. And do not go out there and buy books and just put their content on your membership site. Don't do that. Steve Jobs didn't buy an MP3 player that was selling really well and just make another of the exact same thing. He made a better one. That's what we're doing, but we're doing it with content. We're doing that with education. So here's how I do it. I take a sheet of paper, I draw a line right down the middle. And on the left, I'd like to write down the question, what are people already buying? And then I go to Amazon and write down 10 of the best-selling books in the category that I'm going to start with, that are books that I think are cool, that are bestsellers, so I know they sell. And for family activities, in the parenting category, I found Teach Your Child to Read and 100 Easy Lessons, 52 Creative Adventures and Drawing for Kids, 150 Screen-Free Activities for Kids, 100 Curious Hands-On Activities for Curious Kids, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to read all those. You can read them if you want. But that's what I found. It was the top 10 best-selling books. So on the right, guess what I do? I write down, what can I create? Now, the secret here, again, if Steve Jobs was created, if you were Steve Jobs reincarnated and you're building a membership site, you need to think, what can you create that's going to be better than what is already out there? So here's how we would do it. Instead of teach your child to read in 100 easy lessons, how about teach your child to read in 120 easy lessons? Instead of 52 creative adventures, what about 74 creative adventures? Instead of 150 screen-free activities, what about 182? Instead of 100 curious hands-on activities, how about 125? I mean, it's that simple, for real. So if you see the similarity, you could take this a step further and make your titles a bit longer and more descriptive, which I actually recommend doing. I just did this as sake of demonstration because I ran out of room on the slides, and I like things to kind of match up and be split down the middle and look pretty for all of you. So that you can take this further if you'd like. But when you use this approach, what's good about it is that you now know that what you're going to be offering on your membership site is not some idea that you don't know if it's going to work or not. It's already in demand. People are already buying this information with their credit cards on Amazon and getting books shipped to their house. So people want the information. So if you're making the information but better and putting it on a membership site that they can get access to for free, they're going to join. You're not going to have to sell them very hard. You don't have to sell anything. You just put the information up there and be like, hey, here's what we got. It's free. Join. And if you like it, $35 a month. People join. It's that simple. So what you're looking at is a very quick example of what I do for every membership site every time. It takes less than 10 minutes and has been responsible for generating over 25 million in revenue. So I hope this is making sense right now. I hope you see how the easy this is. please type easy in the chat. Let's change it up. Instead of typing yes, type in easy, because this is easy and it's fun. And I don't want you guys to think about this is hard, because I don't like to do anything that's hard. So let's move on to step 2. All that was step 1, by the way. So step 2, which is where, thanks for all the easies that are coming in. Step 2 is, again, where we're going to actually help people we find by providing a product that will solve their problem. So now the type of product that you're going to be providing, you need to think about what's your membership site going to have. So close your eyes. Imagine you built this beautiful membership site called Parenting Paradise, and someone joins. What's in your membership site? Is it going to be full of articles? Is it going to be full of guides? Is it going to be full of cheat sheets? Is it going to be full of reports, ebooks, video tutorials, notes, recipes, checklists? Think about it, because you need to decide right now, or when you build your membership site, stick with one format through the whole membership site. Like lynda.com, video courses. That's it. So I found the best format to use is written format, because it's easy to create, it's easy to outsource and hire people to create for you without having to do voiceovers and fancy animations and videos and all that. And it's easy for people to consume. They enjoy written format. That's why people buy books. So all you have to do is create the content, which is very easy to do these days, because with creating content, you have 3 options. You notice on whenever we go into each step, I like to break it down for you, like step 1, 2, 3. So it's like sub steps. So I hope this is good for you guys to follow, because this is how I consume things. So hopefully it's working out for you. So I have 3 options. So you can create the content from scratch, which I love to do because I love to help people myself. I like to build things that I have interest in. Or if you don't want to do that, you can look for content with resale rights, which we'll get into, and I'll show you a live example of how to do this properly. And then you can also hire a writer. If you just saying like, throw your hands in the air, I'm just gonna hire someone, do it for me. Feel like a king, just say, hey, do this, hey, do that. I mean, totally good. I mean, cool. I do this with some of my membership sites. I have full-time writers because it's kind of fun to be able to tell people what to do every once in a while. So let's go ahead and go through each of these options together. So if you want to create the content from scratch, what I recommend doing is, number 1, buy books that you found when you're doing your research in step 1. This is the investment that we talked about way early on in the training. You want to actually invest in buying what people are buying. If you're Steve Jobs and you're trying to build a new MP3 player, you buy all the MP3 players that are out there, take them to the lab, pick them apart, find out, why are these so good? Why do people like these? Then you want to build an outline based off of the content. And then you want to write a better version. That's it. It's that easy. So do not fall into the trap of trying to overcomplicate things. Look at what's already working, buy what's already working, make a better version. That's it. So let's say you're looking at this, you're like, Chris, it's a lot of work. I don't want to write. I don't want to do anything. I just want a membership site and I want to put money in my bank account. Well, that's fine. There's actually 2 other options that you can do. The second option is you can buy content with resale rights. So to do this, all you have to do is search Google for your keyword phrase, followed by the word resale rights, which I'll show you how to do in a second. Number 2, you want to visit websites that show up in the search results. Obvious. Number 3, you want to buy rights for the content you want to use for your membership site. Search, visit, buy. Simple. So I've been doing this for a long time, over a decade. I will tell you this works very, very well in big industries that have a lot of content, like parenting, like weight loss, like marketing and self-help, those kind of things. But if you want to go into a small market like scrapbooking, resale rights isn't going to work for you, because it's going to be very difficult to find content out there with resale rights on scrapbooking, because there's not going to be a lot of demand. If you don't know how the resale industry works these days, the way it works is that there's people, entrepreneurs out there that pay writers to write a whole bunch of content, books and all kinds of stuff, but they don't sell it to consumers. They sell it to us, other entrepreneurs, so we can sell it to consumers. So that's the whole industry. So if the market has a lot of demand, if there's a market, a lot of demand, there's going to be a lot of content you're going to be able to find with resale rights. So this would really, really work well for a membership site in a big industry. So I hope that makes sense. But let me go ahead and show you how it works, because I always like to I like to consume visuals, but I also like to demonstrate visuals. So let's go ahead and do a visual. So if you go to Google and you type in parenting, resale rights, hit the Google search button, you get 122,000 results. Don't get overwhelmed. Just start clicking on some of these new tabs, what everybody else does on Google. So you have like the Joy of Parenting ebook, 10 parenting PLR articles. So let's click on the first one. Go to new tab. There we go. So this site looks horrible. Don't worry about site design. Don't judge. We're just looking for content. So the content is parenting ebooks bundle with master resale rights. Okay. We scroll down. There's 4 books in this package. That's awesome. We only needed 1. Parent's Guide to Drug Abuse Talks. Pretty good. Come down, 29 pages, not bad. Parent's Guide to Sex Education, pretty good, 26 pages. Parent's Guide to Teaching Kid Values to Kids, everybody needs to know that, 27 pages. Talented Kid Secrets, How to Bring the Best Out of Your Child, everybody wants that, 53 pages, and looks like that's it. So what you do here, $6, add to cart, and you get all 4 of those ebooks. And look at this. Yes, it can be sold. Yes, it can be used for personal use. Yes, it can be packaged with other products. Yes, it can be modified or change a sales letter. Yes, this is important. Can be added into paid membership websites. Do not buy PLR content and resale rights content if it can't be added in membership sites. Here's another one, the Joy Parenting ebook. So we come down, 4 ebooks in this one. Pretty cool. Felt like you hit jackpot. You thought you were looking at 1. There's 4. So the first one, Joy Parenting ebook guide contents. Whole bunch of contents that I could probably make it and put in a membership site. We have Joy Parenting ebook issues, Joy Parenting ebook rules and discipline, self-esteem, tips, all kinds of stuff. And look here. Yes, can be added into a paid membership. Exactly what we're looking for. But we're not done. Well, we can be done. We hit add to cart, we'd be done. But we opened up another thing. The other thing we opened up was 10 PLR parenting PLR articles. So we come down here and we take a look. Yes, can be added to a paid membership. Exactly what we want. So we take a look at the article topics. We want all those things. Then we just add them to our cart, buy them. We have all of our content nicely delivered to us for like $20. So if you don't want to do that, you're like, Chris, I don't like resale rights. Resale rights content isn't good. It's not written really well, because people do say that. Which that is kind of true. And you do need to, I recommend rewriting the resale rights content that you get, because some of it can kind of be like, but it's worth it. It's a lot of your work's already done. But if you don't want to do that, then the ultimate solution is to hire a writer. Now, a writer is really affordable to do these days, because I actually use a bit of a unique approach. And what I do is I go to Fiverr.com, which is an online marketplace of freelancers you can hire to do stuff. But what I do next is I browse the writing gigs, and then I contact writers with high ratings. Because here's the thing, most people go to Fiverr and they just flat out hire a writer to write some content for them for $5, which is fine. But I like to take the time to personally message the top 1%ers on Fiverr, let them know I have a new website, let's say about parenting. And I say website, I don't say membership site, because I don't want to have to describe to them what a membership site is. I say, hey, I got this new website about parenting. I need a writer that's not only interested in writing some content for me, but is interested and available for long-term work. So that way, when I do hire him, I know I don't have to hire a writer anymore. I got that one writer I can go back to over and over and over that's always going to be there to write content for me. So how do you find the best writers and the 1%ers on Fiverr? Let me show you. So you go to Fiverr.com. You click on writing and translation. Here's all the writing and translation categories: articles and blog posts, resumes, cover letters, product descriptions, website content, proofreading, translation, creative writing. You getting overwhelmed yet? You getting information overload? I would, just by looking at this, because what subcategory you click on? Well, let me show you. Articles and blog posts. That's where the ones that I find are lurking around. So on articles and blog posts, you scroll all the way down before you start clicking on things. Click on top rated seller. Bam, top 1% right here. So you got Maddie. You come down and it looks like you got Maddie on a couple of them here. But because what this is actual gigs and services that writers are offering. So you might see one person pop up more than once, which is fine. But let's just click on Maddie, because she's popping up on a couple of them, and she has a couple services. She'll proofread and edit content. She'll rewrite content. She will write compelling articles and blog posts. And if we take a look here, she has a 5-star rating with over 1,000 reviews. She's top rated. She's from the US. She's been a member since March 2015. Her response time's an hour. She's Minnesota based. She's a Berkeley alumni, former television reporter. This girl's a rock star. So what you would do is click on contact me. and then you would just write her a nice little friendly message. So the message would say, "Hi, Maddie. My name's Chris. I'm looking for a writer that'd be interested in writing long-term work for writing articles in the parenting industry. I was looking around on Fiverr, came across your work. I'm extremely excited and impressed with your customer ratings and reviews. Let me know if you would or would not be interested in long-term work for writing articles in the parenting industries. Thank you, Chris." Smiley face. Old school smiley face. As like smiley, what do they call emoticon? Or it was before emojis, but you get the idea. So what you would do here, it's important that you say would or would not, because then they're going to get back with you and say yes or no. Super simple. So if they say yes, then you carry on the conversation, because if you saw one of her gigs, is what they call in Fiverr, gigs. One of her gigs was she could rewrite content. So you could give her a whole bunch of books, get her mailing address, ship her all the books from Amazon, but I need you to rewrite these for me, and she'll do it. So that's how you find the best writers. That's how I do it. So now that you have your content, which was that a cool tip? If it was, type yes if you guys like that. I'm gonna take another sip of water. I see some questions about like how do you retain members, and we'll get to all that a little bit later. I'm literally walking through each of the steps. If this training was me bouncing around answering everyone's questions from start to finish, we would never get anywhere. Okay, a lot of yeses, cool. A lot of yeses with exclamation points. I'm excited about that, because that means you guys and girls are loving this, which is good, because I love teaching this stuff, and I know all of you that are excited about this, your life is never going to be the same, because now you're not going to be able to get this stuff out of your mind, because it is easy, it is simple. You're getting paid to help people. You're giving free information. You're giving free access to them. I mean, it's a perfect business model. So the fact that you're all discovering this now from someone that's been doing this for over a decade, I'm excited for all of you. So the next thing is, if you want to, where were we? Step 3 process. Yeah. So sorry, I skipped ahead there. Got excited. So step 3 process is where we help people we find by providing a product that will solve their problem using a process. Got that? Now, this is where people, if they didn't get scared off on writing the content, they're going to get scared off here, because they think that you have to be tech savvy to build a membership site. Like, I get questions like, what software you use? You use ClickFunnels? How many funnels you build? Do you use it for a membership site? What do you use for email automation? Who's your hosting provider? You use WordPress? What plugins do you use? There's a bunch of membership site platforms. Which one should I use? I mean, all that kind of stuff. And they're just like, I'm out of here. So anyway, I'm going to simplify it for you. It used to be really hard building a membership site, because it's actually even harder now, because you have to make a decision on all those different questions. But I've been doing this for over a decade. It's easier than ever if you focus on one platform. And luckily, thanks to technology and really awesome people, the one platform that is built that you can use, that I use now for every membership site that I build, and I use nothing else. This is the only thing that I've got, is called Kajabi. And Kajabi, I use it to build my membership site. I upload all my content to it. It even is linked with Wistia, which is like the most overpriced, expensive video hosting in the world, but it's the best. When you get a Kajabi account, which you can sign up for free, then they have Wistia built into it, and you're on their Wistia plan. So you don't have to worry about video hosting. They process all the payments. They do all the email automations. If you want to get crazy and build funnels, you could do that. I mean, I don't even have a hosting provider anymore. I just have I have a domain name, and I got Kajabi. That's it. So what's really good is I'm good friends with the founder, and I did have him set up where if you want a 30-day free trial, you could go to trykajabi.com/Chris Luck. You can't get a 30-day free trial anywhere else. So I want to do that for all of you here, because I know it's sometimes price can be an issue to jump into new things. So get in, have fun with it, play around with it for free, and that's Kajabi. So step 4 is, once you know the process and you're like, oh, I'm ready, I got my membership site. So you built your membership site, you put some content in there from step 2, and you're ready to rock and roll. You just want to start making some money now. So this is the cool part, and is where you're actually going to get paid to help people that are looking for help. And the best place to actually do this is by leveraging an online platform that is called, before I say that, I see a couple people said lost audio. Can you all hear me? If you can, just say yes, because it it would not be good if you can't hear me. Okay, you can all hear me. So sorry if my audio crapped out and came back. Guess that's the joy of living in a small town in Southern Illinois. So, okay. So the online platform, let's kind of get ready, get amped up again, is Quora. Quora.com. Big, 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 big writer downer. Because Quora gets over 500 million people a month that come to their website. And what they do is they post questions asking for help on every topic you can imagine. And since we want to get paid to help people looking for help, this is where we want to be. Do not waste your time and money on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Snapchat, on LinkedIn, or whatever the next new shiny platform emerges that the marketing gurus are trying to sell you a course on getting onto. Do not do it. Just get on Quora and answer people's questions that are looking for help. Trust me, I've tried marketing on every platform. I still do because I feel like, I can just crack the code on YouTube. No, like Quora is where most of my members come from. The members that sign up to my membership sites, my number one source by a long shot is Quora. And the reason why is because, again, people are looking for help. And if you answer questions that they have, and then you maybe recommend them check out your membership site, they can get some more help for free. That's the beauty of it. So anyway, let me show you how this works. So let's say go over to I almost said Quarta. So Quora. So you go to Quora and then you would type in, let's say, parenting. And then you can search parenting raising teenagers, parenting education, parenting daughters. I need that one. So you just hit parenting, and then you can follow this topic. 1.7 million followers followed. So now you can click on answer, and you can actually see all the questions that are being asked like 20 minutes ago, requested on Friday, all this Sunday, all these different questions are just flowing in here on parenting. So if you want, you can also simplify it by typing in teach your child to read. And then here you could click on questions. Here's all the questions people are asking about teaching your child to read. Because guess what? One of the pieces of content on your membership site is about teaching your child to read. Am I right? Yes. So what you would do is go and answer every one of these questions and then direct people over to your membership site. But let's get even more specific. Let's say, how can I teach a child with ADHD to read? Great question. So what you can do is hit answer, and then you would just fill out your answer. If you don't have any content on your membership site about teaching a child with ADHD to read, then if you have a writer, get your writer on the phone. Contact her or him right away and say, hey, can you put together a piece for me on my membership site about teaching a child with ADHD to read? Oh, yeah, sure. 24 hours later, bam, got it. Put it up in your membership site. Guess what you should do? Take the first couple paragraphs of your content, of your article or whatever it might be. Come here, back to this question, post that, help them with a very nice, detailed, thorough explanation on how to teach a child with ADHD to read, and say, oh, by the way, there's more to this. I ran out of space on Quora. There's a lot more to this. We have a whole article about this over at parentingparadise.com. If you want to check it out, click here and go there and check it out for free. They go check it out for free. They go to your page. They'll see they can join for free, get access to that article and all these other things that you've got about parenting. How cool is that? I mean, if on a 1 to 10 scale, do you like this technique? This technique is my secret sauce for building my membership sites and loading them with members without being in a place where all these other marketers are. So I'm sure you'll agree with me when I say membership sites work. I mean, you've seen how Linda Wyman generated over $39 million per month with just one membership site. You've seen how I've personally made over $11,000 per day with them since 2007. You've seen how I've been able to make an extra 60 grand a month from a new one I just started a few months ago. And I believe membership sites are the simplest, easiest, fastest way to produce passive monthly recurring revenue. You agree? If you do, please get excited with me. Type yes in the question box. And I'm sure that having a new stream of passive monthly recurring income that is flowing into your bank account would make a huge impact on your life, wouldn't it? And I'm also sure that you'll agree that we're facing the single greatest opportunity in the 21st century, and that is to get paid to find and help people looking for help. Am I right? So what I'd like to do is take a quick 60-second break / recap. Take a sip of water there. And just kind of cover everything so far on this training, because I mean, this is a lot of stuff. So I've given you the 4-step method that I've been using to make over 11 grand per day for 6 years straight. You now know there's a massive shift happening online right now with online education. For the few entrepreneurs that are prepared and ready to take action, this is going to be the single biggest opportunity in their lives to amass great wealth, making more money online the next 2 years than the previous 20. But unfortunately, few entrepreneurs are going to take action and cash in. Instead, they're going to find themselves stuck on the sidelines, and they're going to watch a few well-prepared competitors like all of us leapfrog ahead of them to the biggest paydays of our lives. You now know that membership sites are the holy grail of online business, and that they're what you need to produce passive monthly recurring revenue. You also know the 3 questions you must ask yourself to guarantee success. I've given you the approach for not only being able to see exactly what people are already buying, but how to use that information to your advantage. You know the 3 easiest options you have to fill your membership site with solutions to people's problems in any industry. You now know my secret source to find millions of people asking for help on any topic. You know how to get them to become a member without using a sales video, a sales letter, a sales funnel, or doing any selling at all. And as a result, you'll finally be able to have a new stream of income filling your bank account by simply finding and helping people looking for help. I've given you the confidence, hopefully, to do this, regardless of your age, your location, or background. All of this and much more in the limited time we've had to interact together thus far on this training. So let me ask, knowing what you know so far, are you happy that you came to this training so far today? And would you say that our time was well spent? Do you understand the membership business model? If not, let me know and I'll try to clear it up. Isn't it nice to get paid to help people looking for help? Can you see yourself doing what I showed you to do today? Wouldn't you like to have more money more often? And would you like for me to help you build one? Because I love to do this stuff, if you haven't noticed. And right now, as I see it, you have 2 choices. Your first choice is you can do this on your own, which is totally fine. But I'll be honest, building a membership on your own isn't easy. It's going to be rough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be scary. It's going to be lonely. And it's going to be stressful. It's taken me 20 years of trial and error to figure this stuff out. And information alone is not enough. You need more than information. And your second choice is to just let me do it for you. So if you would like for me to do all of this for you, I want you to type yes in the chat right now. If you would like for me to help you build a membership site and take full responsibility for your success, I'd be delighted to help. And it's with great pleasure I introduce to you Membership Method, which is where I personally help you build a business that will produce passive monthly recurring revenue. Membership Method is no longer available to the public because there was too many people signing up. It's impossible for me to help everyone one-on-one when it's publicly available, which is what I like to do because information alone is not enough. You need me by your side, helping you every step of the way. The only way to get access to Membership Method is by invitation only, which is what I'd like to offer you right now, being here with Jay and I. So if you want to start a new online business that will make you more money and give you the freedom to live the life you deserve, I'm going to show you how to do everything step by step and click by click. Many cases, I'll even do it for you. And the best part, anyone of any age from anywhere in the world with no prior experience can do this. This works for 40-somethings, busy mothers, international students, men, women, millennials, baby boomers, first-time beginners, experienced entrepreneurs, and you, and everyone in between. So let's revisit how much your first membership site can generate. Again, this was a chart for you to see realistic goals and expectations for what's about to happen. If you follow along and do what I do, you could easily get 5 new members a day into your membership site. Now, 5 members at the magic sweet spot of $35 a month, you can be over $5,000 in month 1. $10,000 in month 2. You'll make $15,000 in month 3, $21,000 in month 4, $26,000 in month 5, and in 6 months you could be making an extra $31,500 per month in passive income, which, by the way, the new membership site that I started in January, I was already over $60,000 a month in revenue by May, and all I used was Quora. And I didn't not spend a single dime on that traffic. So here's what you're getting today when you get Membership Method. First, you're going to have far more than just an online training course. I'm not going to sell you a binder or send a binder to your house with 500 pages to read. You're not going to get a flash drive full of random files and videos. You're going to get a step-by-step start from scratch system that you're going to get access to right now. You'll have your own profit producing membership site in any industry of your choice. You will get a new stream of predictable passive income. You will have no limit on how much money you can make because the more members you get, the more money you will make. You will get to choose when and where you want to work. You will have the life you've always wanted. And most importantly, you will get to have true financial freedom. Because I use that term very carefully, actually, because financial freedom in our world it's a very corrupt term where most people think it means an amount of money they have in their bank account. That's not financial freedom. Financial freedom is a state of mind where money is just no longer your primary reason or excuse why you would or would not do something. So today, you have the opportunity to do something extraordinary, which is to get paid to find and help people looking for help. And at the bottom line, dollars follow value. So I know you're probably thinking, I've seen it coming through the chat, what's the price? So let's get right to it. When deciding on the price, I had two options. First was to go as cheap as possible and just try to help as many people in the world as possible. But the problem is there would be too many people and I wouldn't be able to help you one-on-one. So I decided to go with option two, which requires a little bit more of an investment on your side. But the good thing is, in exchange for that, I can dedicate all of my time to legally guarantee your success, which I'll talk about in just a minute. But remember, in just 6 months, imagine if you were making an extra $31,500 per month from doing the bare minimum. So let me ask, if I said you could give an investment advisor, let's say $15,750, but they could double that investment in 6 months, would you do it? Well, of course you would. Everyone on the planet would do it. But the good news is Membership Method isn't $15,750, even though that's what it should be, knowing you could double your investment within 6 months doing the bare minimum, but it's not even half of that, which would come out to over $7,000. It's not even half of that, which would come out to over $3,937, even though it's very realistic on what you could make in less than your first 30 days. So when Membership Method was available to the public, it was $2,997. And I know that is a very significant investment because it's a very significant opportunity. But you know what? Membership Method is not even $2,997 today because I like to reward those that take action. And I know you're ready to take action because you're still here with me right now. So here's how I'm going to do it. If you take action and join right now during this training, if you're willing to invest in yourself today, I'm willing to invest in you. And there's two ways that I'm going to do that. So the first is a little bit unheard of, but that is I'm going to take $1,500 out of my pocket and I'm going to invest that in you and your future success. That is 15 $100 bills because the fact you're still here with me right now really tells me that you're serious and you're ready for me to help you take the next step and help do everything for you. So right now, I'm going to put $1,500 towards your membership, which brings the investment down to just $1,497. And to get started, all you have to do is go to jrecommends.com/Chris, which I think is like the coolest URL in existence. jrecommends.com/Chris. And this is the lowest that I've ever offered Membership Method for. You get a huge $1,500 discount just for showing up today and taking action. And I'm not asking you to sit back and decide yes or no today. Don't think about this being a yes or no decision because I'm only asking you right now to make a fully informed decision. Because as we both know, you can't make this decision for the same reason that you don't go buy a house without first looking at the inside of it, or buying a car without getting in and driving it. The only way for you to make a fully informed decision is to get the keys, get on the inside, check everything out. Don't just look at this from the outside. I want you to get on the inside and see if everything I say is true and is valuable to you. And if it is, and that's when you decide to keep it. And if it's not for you, there's no hard feelings. You would get all your money back. In fact, here's where things get really interesting because believe it or not, my goal here is not to sell you on investing in Membership Method. My goal is to really just prove that to you right now when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. My goal is to help to turn you into a successful entrepreneur and a business owner and a membership site owner. My goal is to help you create an incredible new source of passive income and purpose in your life and to ultimately set you free. So I'm going to take you by the hand. I'm going to show you exactly how that's done inside a Membership Method when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. And in order to reach that goal, you must take action. You must take action. And at this point, I'm confident that you're ready to get started if you're still here and that you're serious about building a membership site because you still wouldn't be here otherwise. So here's what I'm going to do in addition to the $1,500 discount that you're going to get when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. I'm going to do something that is unprecedented in this industry, but it's what I offer to everybody that invests in Membership Method. And that is what I call the success guarantee. Now, here's how it works. I want you to go to jrecommends.com/Chris. I want you to get Membership Method right now completely risk-free. I want you to go through everything and just do what I do step by step. And when you do, you're going to end up with a complete and working membership site They can get members, accept credit cards, and deposit money into your bank account every single day. And if you don't succeed in building a membership site over the next 12 months, you've got 12 months, I will send you all of your money back. All I ask is just a sincere, good faith effort on your part that you apply what you learned from me in Membership Method. No more, no less. And if you do that, you will be amazed at the results that you will get. Also, when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris, if you don't love the experience or you're not satisfied just with the results that you're getting, just send me an email, tell me what you did and what happened, and I will promptly refund every penny at the end of the 12 months, no strings attached, because I have no intention of keeping your money if you're dissatisfied. I just insist that you commit to taking action and you commit to yourself and you commit to Membership Method and you commit to building a membership site if you want results. So you might be feeling a little bit like these people right now. And you're probably wondering, why in the world would I even do this? How can I be so confident in your success? And there's two reasons. So first, it ensures my actions are aligned with my goal of creating successful entrepreneurs rather than just making money. So I'm willing to literally give it all back if I can help you become my next success story. In fact, here's some of just the handwritten testimonials that I get from people just like you every day who were on a training just like the one that we're on right now, that took action, that invested in Membership Method, and that got results. Now, second is that the people who follow along and do the work become lifetime friends of mine because they finally found someone that they can trust and who has their back. So I really look at this as an investment and just a relationship between you and I. And it shows that I really have your interest and your dreams as my number one priority because I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is when it comes to that. So it literally means there's absolutely no way for you to lose here. When you go to jrecommends.com/Chris, you're either going to get what you want, you complete Membership Method, and you walk away with a brand new membership-based business, or you just gave it your best shot. Maybe it wasn't a good fit, and you just get all your money back. So that is about as good as it gets. And if you're wondering, well, how else could it possibly get any better? And I actually came up with a few ideas. So before this training, I logged into one of my Google Analytics accounts because I want to show you what happens when you know how to get real traffic online. I mean, imagine having this many people visiting your membership site 24 hours a day when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. When you do, I'm going to give you my personal traffic blueprint on how to get your first 100 paying members for your membership site for free in the first 30 days. So that way you don't have to worry about when you can start making money, because with this training, 100 members paying you $35 a month will put $3,500 into your bank account each and every month. Plus, when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris, in addition to the traffic bonus, I'm also going to give you my personal done for you membership site template that has taken me over 11 years to design, develop, test, and optimize. So that way you don't have to worry about how to actually build your membership site, because with my template, everything is done for you, which currently sells for $2,250. Plus, when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris, in addition to the traffic bonus and the template bonus, I'm also going to give you a complete done for you automated email campaign that will convert your website visitors into paying members on autopilot. So that way you don't have to worry about how to write emails. They can turn strangers into customers, because with my automated email campaign, everything is done for you, which currently sells for $1,997. Plus, when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris, in addition to the traffic bonus and the template bonus and the automation bonus, I'm also going to give you 12-month access to the Membership Method Mastermind, which is where you can get help, feedback, and support from myself and fellow members inside of our private online community. You will never have to worry about being lost or confused or alone or left behind ever again, because with all of our help inside the mastermind, you will succeed. And we're all in there every day. Membership is $497 a month. 12-month access brings it to $5,964 that you're going to get when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. And in addition to the traffic bonus and the template bonus and the automation bonus and the mastermind bonus, I also want to give you lifetime access to my private partner program, where you can actually make $750 a person that you refer to Membership Method. So if you really enjoyed this today and you want to become my business partner and get paid to just share this training and help people around the world like I like to do, I would love to have you as my business partner. So with this partner program, if you were to, let's say, post a link on social media and just 2 people signed up, your whole investment today would be covered, which means you would be getting everything here today absolutely free. So the only way to get into my private partner program is by invitation only through an existing partner. And if you were invited, it's $4,997 because it's not ever available to the public. But when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris, you will get to become my business partner absolutely free. So here's everything you're going to get when you take action and you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. You're going to get instant access to the complete membership method program. So within a few minutes from now, you'll actually have a login and password to the entire members area, which is where I personally help you build your own membership site from scratch. I'm also going to give you a massive $1,500 discount, reducing the price from $2,997 down to just $1,497. You get the success guarantee, which is where if you do not succeed in building your membership site over the next 12 months, I will send you all of your money back. Plus, you get the traffic bonus, which is the exclusive training session on how to get your first 100 paying members for your membership site. Plus, you get the template bonus, which is every page you need to succeed that has taken me over 11 years to design, develop, test, and optimize. Plus, you get the automation bonus, which is my done-for-you automated email campaigns that will convert visitors into members on autopilot. Plus, you get the mastermind bonus, which is 12-month access to the membership method mastermind, which is where you get help, feedback, and support from myself and fellow members inside our private community. Plus, you get the partnership bonus, which is where you can make up to $750 per person that you refer to membership method. So the total value today is $24,702. But today, you can get it all for just a one-time investment of $14.97. So you'll have a savings of $23,205 when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. Again, you're going to get your own private login and password to access the step-by-step video training. It's available online. It's available right now, 24/7. You can go through it on any device you have that has an interconnection. So a mobile phone, an iPad, a tablet, a computer, a laptop, virtual reality, whatever it is that you do to access the internet, you can get access to membership method right now, anywhere in the world. So when you log in, we're going to get started away with week 1. So I want to go through all the information for you right now. So you can still go to jrecommends.com/Chris right now to sign up before we're done with this training so you can get all of these bonuses. But I want to walk you through exactly what you're going to learn. So in week 1 is where we are going to start off by picking your market, regardless of your background, skills, or education, how to find an idea that is capable of generating a 7-figure income, how to validate your market and guarantee your success, how to name your membership site so it's easy to remember. Most people spend 2 to 3 years on this and they still get it wrong, but we get this dialed in for you in the first 7 days. Then week 2, together we're going to start creating your content. Now we're going to do this by starting with how to plan your strategy in a way that you will not fail, how to decide what type of content your market will actually want, how to use cutting edge research tools that will tell you what to write, how to get people to create your content for free. Most people never master this in their lifetime. We get everything working right in the first 14 days. Then week 3, together we dive into the development. So we'll do this by starting with how to model membership sites that are making between $10 million to $100 million per year. You're going to see how to set up your entire membership site in less than 25 minutes. Or if you want, I'll also show you how to clone my $25 million membership site template in just 3 clicks. You'll also discover how to automatically turn visitors into paying members without using any type of selling. And once you've completed this week, your business will be open and depositing money into your bank account, which is really amazing because we're actually going to build a brand new membership-based business for you in just 21 days. Then week 4, together, we're going to explore free marketing methods you can use to jumpstart your membership site. Now, we're going to do this by starting off with how to find and help people that are asking for help. You're going to see how to download my scripts. So all you have to do is copy and paste. You'll discover how to get new members delivered to you via email every morning. And you'll even see how to funnel people from any video on YouTube directly to your membership site. Most people spend 1 to 2 years before they even get their first member. We help you get yours in your first 30 days. Then week 5, together, we're going to explore paid advertising. So we're going to kick this off with how to identify the best advertising source for your membership site. And you're going to be amazed when you see some of these new sources I'll be sharing with you that was beyond Quora that I guarantee you've never seen. You'll also learn how to paint the first page of Google with your sign-up links that will automatically put members in your membership site 24/7. You'll discover how to hijack any YouTube video you want with ads for your membership. You will also see how to turn your members into word of mouth marketing machines that will happily tell everyone they know about your membership site and get their friends and followers on social media to sign up. Most people spend 5 to 7 years to figure all this stuff out. We get you going in just 5 weeks. Then, week 6, together we'll set up your automation. So we'll start off with how to create a checklist of what you would like to automate. You'll see how to copy and paste my operating procedures for everything, so you don't have to figure any of this stuff out on your own. You'll learn how to use marketplaces and full automation software, and you'll also discover how to build your membership up to generating over $10 million in annual revenue with a virtual team, meaning you can work from anywhere in the world and not have an office and not even have an employee, all from a device with just an internet connection. That's what I've always done, and that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. Most people spend their entire life trying to reach this goal, but we give you everything you need in just 6 weeks. So, like I said, today is just a one-time investment of $14.97 when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris, which is not excessively expensive, but I know it's enough to keep the freebie seekers away. In fact, here's something interesting about your investment. If you do the math on how much $14.97 really comes down to over the course of a year, it's $4.10 per day. That's it. And as we both know, that's not very much money. In fact, my daughters and I had some fun poking around on Amazon. The most interesting thing we could find for $4.10 was a bacon air freshener. So I wonder, which would you rather have? A bacon air freshener or membership method, where you will get instant access to the complete membership method program. You will get a massive $1,500 discount. You will get the success guarantee. You will get the traffic bonus. You will get the template bonus. You'll get the automation bonus. You'll get the mastermind bonus, and you'll get the partnership bonus. The total value is $24,702. Today, you get everything for just $14.97, saving you $23,205 when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. So let's face it, $4.10, it's not going to change your life, but the work that we do together can literally change your life forever. So think about it this way. Would it be worth $4.10 for you to just look over my shoulder, see how I've been building membership sites, and that I'm building membership sites right now that have made $11,428 per day since 2007? Would it be worth $4.10 for you to have me help you build a passive income producing membership site that will deposit money into your bank account every day? Would it be worth $4.10 for you to have just one business that you can focus on going into 2019 that can make you more money per month than most doctors make per year? Would it be worth $4.10 for you to start a new online business that will produce passive and predictable monthly recurring revenue? Yes. So, I mean, you should be feeling a lot like these people right now, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I guarantee you will never see it again, because I'm the only one that I know of on this planet that has dedicated the past decade of his life to building membership sites, making an absolute fortune along the way, and then now going into the next chapter in his life where now he's going to help others do the same. So today, right here, right now, is when you need to go to jrecommends.com/Chris. I want you to accept my generous offer. I want you to invest in Membership Method right now so you can build a membership site and really change your life in the process. I've done just about everything I could think of to make sure this is a completely safe decision for you to make today without any risk whatsoever. So here's one last look at what you're going to get. And I want you to go to jrecommends.com/Chris, because this is an incredible bargain. This is a great offer, and it's extremely limited. So take me up on this generous offer. Invest in Membership Method today. Again, it's 100% risk-free. If you do the work, you're going to have a brand new membership-based business that's going to deposit money into your bank account every day on autopilot. And if you don't like it, you get all your money back. So go to jrecommends.com/Chris. Take advantage of this opportunity while it's still available, because it's not going to be available for very long. So now is the time to take action. Now is the time to get started. So what I always like to do as we go into closing out the training is to address some of the most common questions that I usually get about Membership Method. And then we'll switch over to do a little bit of live Q&A for any of you that might still have some questions after we get through the most common questions. So Jay, if you can just go ahead and flag any questions that are coming in that you would like for me to answer, and then I'm going to go through the most common questions right now. And the first one is about the investment. And I get it. I mean, this is a serious investment and for a serious person, because what you see here today is a serious offer that can change your life. So if the price tag is your primary concern, we have to be clear with one another. If you're saying to yourself, I would buy it if I could only afford it, you need to listen closely, because what you see here today, you can get for just a one-time investment of $14.97 that can change your life. And I understand it's nothing to sneeze at, but let's say instead of investing $14.97 into everything you see on the screen right now, you found out you need to have a life-saving operation by tomorrow night. Life-saving operation. And the price of that operation, $14.97. Would you say, I can't afford it. I guess I'm gonna die? No, you wouldn't say that. So get rid of the myth of whether or not you can afford it. The real question is, are you willing to do what it takes to make this investment or not? I mean, how serious are you about your future? How serious are you about having a passive income producing business going into 2019? How serious are you about having a mentor by your side available 24/7 in a private mastermind that I log into 3 times a day, by the way, that you can ask any question for at any given moment as you're going along the journey, where I can help you out? Now, as you sit here today, you have 3 options. Option 1 is to do nothing. And Aristotle actually put it best: say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. Doing nothing just doesn't leave you with the problem, though. It makes the problem worse the longer you do nothing. So that's not it. Option 2 is that you can do something else. But why would you do something else? I mean, you and I know what is right in front of you right now is the right thing to do. You saw all the other businesses that I've built. They're all great and they all make money, but nothing is in comparison to what happens with membership sites, which is option 3. And that is to just do it. I mean, yes, the money might be a little tight. Yes, this might be a little stretch. Yes, you might have to go out of your comfort zone a little bit. But where do you think all of that growth is going to come from? That's why you need to understand this is the best investment you could ever make to really give you the life of freedom you deserve. So that's why you need to go to jrecommends.com/Chris. When you do, you're going to get instant access to Membership Method, plus you get a massive $1,500 discount, plus you're getting the success guarantee, plus you're getting the traffic bonus, plus you're getting the template bonus, plus you're getting the automation bonus, plus you're getting the mastermind bonus, plus you're getting the partnership bonus. So to get everything that you see right now, all you have to do is take the next step by going to jrecommends.com/Chris. And also, speaking of investment, let's talk about that. Let's talk about what money is actually good for, because it's not about how much it costs. It's what you get in for value in exchange for the money you use to get it. I mean, think about that. Besides burning your money to stay warm at night, there is really little value in even having money. Money is only good for what you exchange it for. Am I right? So your hope is that whatever you get in exchange for your money is going to be better than keeping your money or spending it on something else. So here's what I know about you. You need to exchange money to improve your life. So how can you feel more comfortable exchanging it for Membership Method than something or nothing else? I mean, what would you need to know for certain to feel confident about making this exchange? Would you like to work less? Would you like to make more money? Would you like to wake up in the morning and have your iPhone scan your face so you can check your bank account to see that you made $7,500 last night? Would you like to have more time to enjoy life doing what you want, when you want, how you want? Because that is exactly what you can experience when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. And something else I'd like to mention is habits. I mean, even though the habits that work against you, they're hard to change, aren't they? I mean, that's why most people struggle with making more money in their life and really having a life of freedom, despite their best attempts to try to do everything on their own. Because let's be honest, what you discovered today on this training is highly unlikely to forge new empowering habits in your life. I mean, even if you make progress based on what we discussed today, changes are just going to be temporary. Because willpower doesn't take you very far, and your old habits are going to creep back in. You're going to end up right where you started. So that's why I'm not going to let that happen. That'll never happen. Because if you're serious about true everlasting change in your habits, so you can have a business that will produce passive and predictable monthly recurring revenue for years, you're going to need repeated exposure in a private environment where everything down to the last detail has been designed to hardwire success in your life. That's exactly what I've done for you inside Membership Method. That's why I'm so passionate about getting you started down a new path and a better path for building an online business and to really give you the life that you want. So are you ready for that? And if you are, now is the time to go to jrecommends.com/Chris. And another thing to think about is all this information. I mean, think about it. I mean, information alone is not enough. Think about your first day of high school. Well, imagine it was your first class and your teacher walks in and just dropped a textbook on your desk and said, "Hey, read this. I'm going to be back at the end of the semester and give you your final." And you're like, "What?" The bell rings. You go to your next class. And the next class drops a textbook on your desk and says, "Read this. I'm going to be back at the end of the semester, give you your final." And the bell rings. You're like, "What?" You go to the next class, and it just happens over and over and over. If that happened, you wouldn't be here with me today because you'd still be struggling to graduate high school. That's because information is powerful. It's really powerful, but on its own, it's not enough. You need more than information because you need tools, you need community, you need accountability, you need coaching, you need myself and others that have been through Membership Method alongside you to build a successful membership site. So once you make the first step today and you go to jrecommends.com/Chris, just get started now. I'm going to make all of the other steps on your behalf by giving you instant access to Membership Method, plus your massive $1,500 discount, plus your success guarantee, your traffic bonus, your template bonus, your automation bonus, your mastermind bonus, your partnership bonus, everything. And another thing to understand is with this investment is it really comes down to money or excuses. I mean, in 20 years of building businesses online, I've discovered you can be good at making money or you can be good at making excuses, but you cannot be good at both. So pick one. And excuses are sometimes really hard to recognize until they're just brought to the surface. So some excuses that usually keep people from experiencing complete and total freedom is the most common one is saying, "I can't afford it." If people gave up because of money and how much things cost, we would still be in the Stone Age. And if you don't have the resources, you have to be resourceful. So do you consider yourself resourceful enough to be able to build a business that will produce passive and predictable monthly recurring revenue, just a high priority in your life? Or is your excuse greater than your desire to change? And I'll know the answer depending on whether or not you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. And if you still haven't signed up yet, I get it, because if you still haven't signed up yet, your struggle is real. And to be more specific, your struggle with doing something to make more money and have more freedom in your life, that's real. And just imagine when that struggle is gone from your life, how would you feel? How much better would your life be? It all starts with going to jrecommends.com/Chris, because I know how tough making money can be. I know how tough doing this by yourself can be. I know how tough building a business can be. I know how tough trying to grow your business can be. But imagine when you're in an environment where myself and everybody else that has been through this is there to help you and pick you up when you need it most. And once you're free from that burden, I mean, how will things be different for you? So you'll find out when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. And if you still haven't signed up yet, I get it, because this is not cheap by any means. And here's why. Good things are never cheap. Cheap things are never good. I used to sell things that were cheap, and I got a lot of really bad people buying that stuff, blew up customer support, really ruined my day. So cheap things are never good, but good things are never cheap. So when deciding on creating Membership Method, I was faced with one of two choices. The first choice was to create a platform and a solution that catered to as many people in the market as possible. I wanted to help as many people as I could because I love this stuff. I love teaching. What I teach is what I do, and what I do works. And you're familiar with the approach of cheap things because this is basically what everybody tries to do online. And I mean, sure, I could just give you the bare minimum you need to succeed. I could just give you a 6-week course and say, "Here you go. Thanks for the $97," and then just kind of push you along the way and not answer any emails that you send to me when you have questions like other people do. But I would never do that to you, to anybody, because as I mentioned earlier, information alone is not enough. So the second choice is that I had to start not at the price, but to really focus on value and accountability. So today I'm putting every advantage in your favor so that your success is inevitable. So I've truly engineered a one-of-a-kind solution you cannot get from anywhere else, from anyone else, because I started with the question of what would it really take to succeed? Then what I did was I devoted all the resources that I have to answer that and then figure out how I can get it to you in the most economical way possible. And this opportunity isn't for the hobbyist or a person who has like a slight desire to make a little bit of extra money on the side. This is a serious opportunity for a serious individual that will not let price tag get in the way of making more money, having a bigger business, having a better business, having a passive income producing business, and having more freedom to really live the life that they want to live. So, yes, what you see today does cost a little bit more than usual things, but in return, I can give you a lot more. And isn't that what's most important? So once you go to jrecommends.com/Chris, you're going to get instant access to Membership Method and everything that you see here on the screen. And you're going to get to see the difference for yourself and how this time will be different for you. And you'll finally be able to make more money and really live the life that you want. So now, again, is the time to go to jrecommends.com/Chris. And when you do, you're going to get instant access to Membership Method. Plus, you're getting the massive $1,500 discount. Plus, you're getting the success guarantee. Plus, you're getting the traffic bonus. Plus, you're getting the template bonus. Plus, you're getting the automation bonus. Plus, you're getting the mastermind bonus, and you're getting the partnership bonus, which again, that partnership bonus means in a few minutes, you can get a link and just share that link anywhere you want. Email it if you have a list, or just tell a friend about it. Get 2 people to go through and sign up. You get everything's paid for. So what I've been able to do today is nothing special when you consider the facts. And the facts are I've spent the last 20 years of my life using trial and error methods to discover the secrets that I can give you today for a small investment. And I don't have above average intelligence. I wasn't blessed with an above average skill. I don't live in a fancy place, nor do I have any other advantages going on, just other than my ability to just work hard and never give up. And you can do the same. So you can leave this training today and spend the next 20 years of your life dealing with all the stress, all the headaches, making all the same mistakes that I did, doing this alone. But why? I mean, why would you do that when you could skip having 20 years of heartache and headache off by just simply exchanging a small amount of money today for a roadmap to immediate success, but then having somebody and a whole following by your side to help you through everything? So when you look at it, I think you'll agree with me that you're getting the deal of the decade when you go to jrecommends.com/Chris. And I want to thank you all so much for being here with me. I know we still have a lot of people on, over 100. So I want to thank you all so much for being here and all the way to the end. I hope you all learned a lot, and I definitely look forward to seeing all of you inside of Membership Method. And like I said, I like to always answer questions live for those of you that have really stuck it out and made it to the very end. You're like, oh, I got this question for Chris. I want Chris to answer it like right now. So I want to answer all those questions, and I can stay as long as we need to stay. My wife is putting my daughters to bed right now, so I get a little break from that, and I get to spend my time with you. So I'm gonna take a sip of water, and Jay, I don't know if you want to read off the questions, or if you want me to read off the questions, or how do you want to do it?
Hey, buddy, I'm here. Please let me know that my microphone is working. If you are still on this training, we're approaching the 2 hour mark and you can hear my voice. Just type a 1 in the questions box so that I can know. I've been having some issues with this headset microphone. Thanks, Mike, ebook, Celeste, John. Thank you so much. Hey, listen, I want to let you know, number one, that this is the best training of its kind. You have a taste you have a small taste of what's in store for you right now with the training that you have witnessed on this live webinar. And first of all, give Chris a little virtual applause. Let him know if you got value just from this training, just from the training that you discovered, that you attended on this webinar. Let him know. I mean, I'm sure he would be thrilled, as would I, with a little with your feedback. Definitely valuable training, says Jennifer. Yes, incredible value. Yeah, fantastic. Well, listen, just imagine this. If this is a free training, imagine what's in store for you inside this what I consider to be the best training of its kind out there right now. This is as cutting edge as it gets. Chris has been testing these methods for the past 20 years. He knows what works. He knows what doesn't work. And you are going to go from the ground floor to the top, to the very, very top of the elevator, top floor penthouse apartment with your membership site if you do two things. Number one, you take action right now. You click on that link in the questions box, or you type jrecommends.com/Chris right now before we log off. Yeah, that's number one. If you do that, if you take action now. Number two, if you implement this training, that's kind of the that's something that people actually don't even talk about, and I'm as guilty as anybody else. But listen, I want you to succeed. That's why I invited you onto this webinar. I'm here for you. Chris is here for you. I think you know at this point in time, you have some information about us and about where we're coming from. And I hope that you know at this point in time that your best interests are in mind. That's why we're here. We're here for you. We want you to succeed. We're going to give you all the support that you possibly could ever need. This is the best training of its kind. You've got all the tools and resources and feedback and interaction with Chris. It's all here. It's available for you, but you've got to take the next step. I can't do this for you. I wish I could, but I can't. You have to take the next step before we log off here today, and it will be very soon. Click on that link in the questions box, jrecommends.com/Chris. And we do have lots of trainings. We have lots of questions. I'm looking at from my side of GoToWebinar, I'm seeing 454 questions and comments. I've been doing my best to answer them behind the scenes, but I'm going to need Chris's help with some of them. And if you have a question for Chris while we're still on this training, before we log off here today, before this opportunity disappears, now is the time. Type your question into the chat box or questions box, however it shows up on your end, so that we can answer it for you and give you all the information that you need in order to make a smart decision here today about whether this is right for you or not. That's what we're talking about here today. So, oh my gosh, ebooks. I can't see your name. You're just showing up as ebooks here. And eBooks wants to know, how long will this be available for new members? I think you're talking about, I think he or she's talking about access to this training. Correct me if I'm wrong. Chris, how long will people have access to this training?
I don't know if he's referring to this training that we're on right now. Or if he's referring to actual membership method itself. And I'll kind of answer he was referring to membership method itself, because I saw there are a couple other questions about regarding membership method. And the training online, it actually went online. Like, membership method was opened up to a beta group 3 months ago. So this isn't, you're all not getting access to something that was created like 2 years ago, and I'm just reselling the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over like everyone else does. What I've done is I've created the program. It's the 6-week program that you all saw, and I made it available online 3 months ago to a really private, like, invite only group, beta group, and they went through it. And once they made it all through and built their membership sites, and that's where a lot of the handwritten thank you notes was from the beta group. And then we are now kind of in full swing, where now it's actually like open to invitations like we're on right now in live training environments like this. And when you get a login to membershipmethod.com, it's not just a 6-week course. I've already actually updated the entire course twice in the last 3 months since I opened it, just because the changes to things online, like with the Kajabi and like the interface for the membership sites, when they make little minor changes, I'm like, I need to go change my training again. And luckily I love to create training and I love to do this kind of stuff. So I'm always updating it on a regular basis, the training itself, to make sure it's the absolute cutting edge as possible. And the mastermind, when you get the login, you're going to get access to the training itself. You're going to get access to the bonuses. You're going to get access to the mastermind. You're going to get access to the partnership program. You're going to get access to it's a secret area that I didn't even want to mention today on the training. I'm still not going to mention it, but there's a secret area you're going to get access to. And all of that is always going to be online 24/7. I have no plans, intentions, or anything to take membership method down at least over the next 10 years. Because me personally, I have a list of membership sites that I want to build that I just don't have the time to do right now. And as I'm creating new membership sites, which Jay and I were just talking before we jumped on this, that I teamed up with somebody like a personality, I'll call it a spokesperson, to create the content, and I'm going to kind of pull all the levers and build the membership behind the scenes. So that's like a new membership site that I'm going to start building as of next week. I just bought the domain name for it today. And as I'm creating that kind of stuff and new membership sites, I'm doing new updated bonus trainings inside of Membership Method. And I'm sharing what I'm doing live in real time inside the mastermind. So everyone here can all see what it's like and the things that I go through. I'm building a new site in real time. So it's like I look at it as almost like a breathing platform that's just always getting added to daily. And it is in the mastermind and the secret area that I don't want to talk about on a training, because I just don't want the public to see it or hear about it, but members are getting access to it right now. The secret area is something that everyone's going to be excited about. That is, again, minimum 10 years is how long I'm going to be devoting my time to this.
I hope that answers your question in a substantive way, eBooks. Chris is, as I said, I've known Chris for years and years and years. He is the man. He is the expert. I would count him on one hand as the top recurring / continuity income experts in the world. However, none of those people have a training like what's available to you right now. It will not be for long. This is being made available to you because you're a subscriber of mine and because you're on this training. We will be logging off very soon. And so, honestly, now's the time. You have all the information that you need at this point, or unless you don't. And if you don't, type it into the questions box right now, okay? But time is of the essence here. We will be logging off very soon, and this will be disappearing shortly. So please do yourself the favor. Click on jayrecommends.com/Chris. That's the link in the questions box, or type it into your browser. But don't waste another minute. This is brand new training, as Chris mentioned. He created this 3 months ago. This is as new as it gets. He's updated it twice since then. He's going to be updating it for years and years and years to come, which means to say that anything that changes, anything that any new information that he comes across that's going to be helpful to you, anything that he learns in his business that he thinks is going to help you out with your business, you are going to get that. This is a ground floor opportunity, and this is a training that is everything is in there right now that you need, but it's going to be building and building and building and building. And believe me, it will not be available at this low investment a year from now, 2 years from now, because this is going to be a huge source of information. So now is the time for you to get inside. Don't wait another minute, okay? Do yourself we've been on this training for over 2 hours now. I'm looking at the clock, and that tells me that, number one, you've either jumped in, and if that's the case, please type "I'm in" into the questions box so that we can both welcome you and congratulate you by name and let you know that you made a really wise decision. Or number two, you're still sitting on the fence and you're going back and forth and you're wondering, is this for me? I'm looking at the exchange rate like Celeste is, who's in Canada. It's a little bit more, right? But listen, what's the real cost? Let me ask you, if you have not jumped in yet here today, we're looking at an investment of $1,497. What's the real cost to you? What's the cost to you if you do not take Chris up on this incredible deal here today? What are you going to be missing out? What's the opportunity cost? I can tell you it's going to be a lot more than the investment that you're going to be making here today to jump in. Yeah, so please do not wait another minute before we log off. Click on that link in the questions box or type jayrecommends.com/Chris into your browser before we go. We have lots more questions that have been rolling in. Thank you for making yourself available, Chris. I'm going to scroll up here and just grab a couple more that I have flagged along the way in this training. Mike wants to know. Go ahead, buddy.
I'm looking at some of the ones that you flagged. I'm super excited.
Yeah, go ahead.
Some of these. Do you mind if I blow through some of them?
Please do.
Okay, so I scrolled up to where I'm starting with the first flag question, then we're going to kind of work our way down. So the first one said, from Mike, will there be any in-person training calls, or do I just need to go through the video training myself? So great question, Mike. And the video training itself, the membership method, inside when you get logged in, there's an area called the masterclass. It's a 6-week program. There's about 7 training videos inside of each week. Each training video averages between 25 to 45 minutes. They're all laid out kind of like what you just saw today. Like the quality is, it's not just me like recording my screen and talking for 45 minutes. It's very thoroughly edited with action steps at the end of each training. And so as far as the video trainings, it is recommended to go through the video trainings, obviously at your own pace. All 6 weeks are unlocked. I'd want to mention to everybody too. So you don't have to wait to have this drip fed. Everything is unlocked for you. You have all instant access to everything. So you can binge on this if you're like me and want to do something like that. You can, or if you want to take your time, the training's not going anywhere. It'll all be there for you all the time. Now, as far as the in-person calls, and if you need anything private, like to access me privately, you can private message me inside the mastermind. And I always get back within the same day because I log into the mastermind 3 times a day, and it's a private community inside of membershipmethod.com. It's not some like dinky Facebook group or anything like that. It's a legitimate. It'll amaze you when you see it. I'm really impressed with it. It's custom built. So that you'll get access to me, and then hundreds of other members inside of Membership Method are there to help each other out as well. As far as the training calls, I'm just gonna give a little hint that that's part of the secret area that I referenced. So great questions, Mike. There was another question that came in that says, I love this one. Why do you need to set, this is from I'll say W because I don't know if you want me to grill you live or not, but it says, why do you need to sell me a course if you have a membership site that's making over $60,000 a month? Please don't say I love or I want to help people. I need a different and real honest answer. So look, friend, when you have a business that is generating $60,000 a month, you don't just say, hey, I have a business that's making $60,000 a month. I want to teach this and take 20 years of my education and my pains and pitfalls and put together a program that I can just give away to people so I can create competition for myself to get the masses to come at me and build membership sites that model my membership sites, and then just pretty much like cannibalize myself. That's for one, why I just don't give it away for free, or I don't make it any cheaper. It's actually going to $2,500 starting January 1st because there is too many people even coming in at $1,497. And so that's, first off, the reason to charge is to limit the amount of people that are in. And also, as far as helping people, my next chapter in life, I've been building membership sites and businesses for a very, 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 very long time, more than most people and that are online. And my next chapter in life is to start helping and educating others about what I've been able to do. Now, again, if I didn't charge for my help and just did it publicly for free all the time, it would overwhelm me because there's too many people. And I know the people that if I can help people in a small private environment, and in my mind, I know how many people I can handle, then I know I'm going to change that many people's lives. And that's what I feel is my next chapter in life, is to be able to take what I know and then now teach it and help others succeed. And you'll see if you actually go to chrisluck.com, which is my main site, which actually there's really nothing there now. But if you go to chrisluck.com, there's a link you can click on. It says testimonials. That's the handwritten testimonials I'm getting from people that I've changed lives for already. And that is, they wouldn't, if I didn't charge for Membership Method or charge like $100 for it, there would be too many people coming in. I wouldn't have been able to help each one of those people one-on-one that sent me those testimonials. So sorry I went on a tangent there, but I always get worked up whenever I see people saying like, why do you need to charge if you're already making money? It's business. And that's just the way it works. Another question is from Frederick, and looks like, other than someone not doing the work, why have some people not been successful? I'm assuming it doesn't work for everyone. So as far as if you get into Membership Method and you didn't have any success, it's just because you didn't do the work. There's a lot, I would say 80% of the people have come through already in just the first 3 months are already successful within the first 3 months because they did the work. The others that I just haven't heard from yet is because I can actually see if they went through the videos or not and watched the videos in full. And there's also like assignments and assessments at the end of each week to make sure that you're able to retain the information that you're doing. It's a very kind of detailed program, and it's the people that just haven't responded to me, they haven't went through the program yet. So you just got to do the work. If you do the work, you're going to succeed. So that answer that question. And it says someone looks like John says something about he said that was his current website. Sounds suspicious if it's non-existent. So I have a website. I have one active membership site right now that I started in January. Because again, I have an energy drink. I have a supplement company. I have an online community for gamers that become streamers. I have a lot of things going on. And I wanted to get back into membership sites back in January of this year. So I started a new one in the health space. And what I did after I built that, and it got to $60,000 a month, I then created Membership Method, teaching you every single step of the active membership site that I have right now. So talking about a current website, you actually get to see my active living, breathing membership site right now in the health space throughout Membership Method, because I show you me building it live inside Membership Method. I just don't teach theory. I actually show you where to click, how to create graphics, like all that kind of stuff, how to get your first 100 customers, all that. So you're really going to get to see something special when you go through the program. Another question came in about would my topics going to be around leadership topics. Why would someone come to my membership site when lynda.com is available? And that's a good question. And I know there's a lot of people that come in with doubts that, why would someone buy my information or enjoy my membership site if there's information already out there? That's like probably the most common question I get, and obstacle that people consider when joining something like this. And to answer that is think about books. Like why would, if Tony Robbins said, why would I write books about money, which he's getting into talking about money investing now? Why would I write books about money investing if there's already all these people out there that are writing money investing books? Like, I'm a self-help guy. Why would I do money investing? But he does it anyway, and his money investing books are like the best money investing books I ever read. So you just have to think again, like Steve Jobs. You have to look at what's already out there and make your stuff better. If you don't want to create content and you don't have a desire to help people and you don't have a desire to look at what's already working and make the world a better place by making something better, I'm going to be honest, this is not going to be for you. You're not going to enjoy Membership Method. You have to be in the mindset to want to help people, find people that are looking for help them, and then help them in a way by just providing better information on what's already out there. Inside Membership Method, in week 1, I teach you all of the strategies to see what's already out there. And then in week 2, I show you how to take what's already working and make it better. So I show you, like, again, the Steve Jobs example. When he wanted to come out with with the iPod, there was actually written in his book where they talked about they bought like every MP3 player on the market, went into the lab, broke them all apart, and figured out how to make a better thing than was already out there. And then iPod. And then they did that with everything, the tablet, the phone, the watch, all that. So you just need to be in that mindset to do that with your information. Look at information that's already out there, make it better. And I could just tell you that and you just go try to do it right now by yourself. But inside Membership Method, I specifically show you the steps on how I do it. And so again, if you're Steve Jobs, if I was Steve Jobs, I would be showing you the steps on how I take technology apart and then make something better, but I'm doing it for information. So for Frederick and anybody that feels like you want to get into a market, but you're afraid that you're not going to be able to make content that is better than anybody else, or why would someone buy your stuff? You got to get that out of your mind right now. And you will get that out of your mind. That's a mindset shift that you're going to go through inside Membership Method, where by week 3, you're going to be having the positivity where, like, my stuff's damn good. Like this is the best stuff out there. I can't believe people are buying all this other stuff, because now they're gonna get to see my stuff. Because the fact that they're seeing all the other stuff, that's all of your other competitors or authors or writers or whoever's out there selling information to you in your industry, you're going to be able to go and get their customers to come to you because you're going to have the better information. So that's kind of that. That's a really awesome mindset shift, and you'll see a lot of people talking about that inside of the mastermind, because that's a big aha moment that you will get when you go through week 3. Mike had a question about would I be doing live trainings for the 6 weeks? And again, that's a part of the secret area inside of Membership Method. I don't want to get into, but you are going to have access to chat with. I'll give you a little more tips and secrets. So or a little more secrets. So inside the secret area, you'll have an option to be able to chat with me live. We can do live one-on-one video training. I can get you on a hot seat around myself and a bunch of other members inside Membership Method, so we can kind of pick apart your membership site. You can get feedback from myself and other members that have been successful in Membership Method. This is not extra like upsells or anything. You get all of this when you join right now. So yeah, there's a new secret area that's already been announced, and it's live inside Membership Method, and it's going to kick off next month, or November. So yeah, you're all going to get access to that. I'm still going through the questions. So Parenting Paradise, they say, is parentingparadise.com Chris's site? It's not active. Yeah, so I mentioned that whenever I mentioned that when I mentioned Parenting Paradise. So I bought the domain name because that's one of the many membership sites that I am going to build over the next 10 years. And Parenting Paradise, my wife is actually wanting to build that one out. So she's just waiting until she has some more time opening up. She does a lot of volunteering with our daughter's schools. So when she has more time, she's going to start getting into that, and she's actually going to build out Parenting Paradise. So that is, and then I'm going to show you all behind the scenes on how we built it, how we're launching it, and all that is it's going to be all inside of Membership Method. And I've seen another question comes in from Jim. I'm in ClickFunnels right now. Do you recommend keep it or get rid of it? I like to reduce some monthly recurring expenses, and Kajabi is $100 a month. Is this all I will need, or can I do basic pages and funnels with the course before the course with Kajabi? So great question. So you can 100% get rid of everything and only have Kajabi and build a $10 million business, a $10 million a year business just on Kajabi. I know a few people that have actually done it, and it is amazing. And I've started with ClickFunnels when they were in beta, and I'm friends with Russell, so that's why I still have a ClickFunnels. I have like a grandfather ClickFunnels account, so I have it and I fiddle around with it for my energy drink and that kind of stuff. But I don't use ClickFunnels in conjunction with membership sites. You could if you wanted to get technical and just overcomplicate things, but it's not necessary. The memberships stuff you can do with ClickFunnels sucks, and I've told Russell that a million times, and they're just going to leave it. That's not their main focus right now, is join ClickFunnels to build a membership site. They just have it in there because he's trying to be an all-in-one solution, but things are breaking fast. So if you want to just do a membership site only and follow what I teach you inside Membership Method, literally all you need is Kajabi. You don't need ClickFunnels. You don't need a mailing provider. You don't need a host. You don't even need a server or anything anymore. You don't need WordPress. You don't need plugins. You don't need any other monthly expenses other than just Kajabi. Now, if you asked me that in October of last year, a year ago, would have been totally different, because Kajabi was nowhere near where they're at today. They brought on investments the beginning of this year and most people don't know about, and they have been able to grow their team and have dedicated people to certain areas of Kajabi that are just it's blown my mind, the things that they've been doing lately, to make it an all-in-one solution. And you can build funnels also in Kajabi that most people don't know about, funnels that can drive people into your membership. And I teach all that inside of Membership Method, because again, Membership Method is not a single like one and done course. It is evolving every single week. I like what you see right now on your screen, how you see the traffic bonus, the template bonus, automation bonus. Those are like 3 of dozens of bonuses that are getting put into Membership Method right now. Like I just don't have enough room on the slide to give you more bonuses, but you're getting every week. I'm actually uploading a new bonus into Membership Method. So, and it's all training based off of what's actually happening with changes with Kajabi and marketing and things like that I'm doing live in my membership sites.
One thing quick, buddy. We are going to be logging off here soon. We've got a couple more questions that you have sent to us that Chris has been kind enough to agree to hang out and answer. But we will be logging off here very soon. If you've been waiting for me to say, hey, this is your last chance, well, we've come to that point on this training. We're going to be logging off very soon. This is available to you because you're my subscriber. This is not available anywhere else. online. Okay, right now, click on that link in the questions box and get inside while you can. It's jrecommends.com/Chris. Get inside, jump in, start taking action, start interacting with Chris, start consuming the content, start implementing it, and start creating the life and the income that you want and deserve. Now is the time to take action before we log off. Click on that link in the questions box. And if you have a last minute question, now's the time. I'm here, Chris is here. As I said, we want to give you all the information that you need in order to make a smart decision here today. If you have one last minute question, type it in really quickly because we're going to be logging off, okay? Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, and I see a couple that came through last minute. I just sent one to Julie. I just sent an answer off to you privately, and I lost the question, but it was I'm trying to think of what the question was now. Oh, it was about like you were feeling, and I know other people have this question too. Like you don't really feel too super confident in a certain industry to really attack right now. So like, will I help you out with that? And absolutely. Week one is all about discovery. And for anyone that just wants to have a membership site, you love the idea of passive income. You love the idea of only building one place that you can just focus on for the next 10 years. You love the idea of only having just one platform to use like Kajabi, and you don't need to piece a bunch of stuff together anymore. If you love all of that, but you just don't have an idea for what the heck your membership site would it be about, week one, that is all it is discovery. So by the end of week one, you will not only have a spreadsheet of ideas, but you're going to have trouble being able to pick out which idea you're going to go with. And that's why I said I'm going to be building membership sites for at least the next 10 years, because the education space is it's a $175 billion industry. The online education space, 2017, it's going to be $275 billion in 2022. We're right smack dab in the like on the upswing of this hockey stick growth. So you need to be building membership sites in this education space, and you can have ridiculous exits where you can sell it if you just ever get tired of it. You can do that. People love to buy that kind of stuff. And I even introduce you to brokers that I've sold my membership sites with, that they can sell yours for you too. That's another bonus I didn't put in here. But so yeah, back to answering your question, everyone else's question might be on the fence about ideas. You will have many ideas when you get into the end of week one, and more than you're going to know what to do with, to where you'll start with one idea and just kind of work your way. And you might want to build a couple membership sites. That's why I built 13 of them, because I love to do this stuff. Another question was WordPress. Nope, don't use WordPress. Do you use Fedora? Nope, don't use Fedora. Don't like Fedora either. I actually tried Fedora, not a fan of it. Kajabi question: do you pay monthly, or is there a deal on Kajabi account after 30 days? No, the deal was just 30 days was a free trial for 30 days, so you can play around with it. Jim says, I have drip campaigns. Can I do those in Kajabi? Absolutely. If you already have drip campaigns somewhere else, it is like copy and paste just your emails, and you can build like ridiculous automated drip campaigns based off of actions people take on your membership site that are not members and that are members, and it's super cool. And I have a whole section about automation and drip campaigns, and you can copy my drip campaigns if you want to. Jim says, chomping at the bit here. I'm excited for you to get in. So we're going to be signing off here in just, I'd say 3 or 4 minutes. So, because I got to get going too, because my wife, I know, has the kids to bed by now. I haven't had dinner. It's 8:30 my time, and I'm starving. And we always have Netflix night after we get the kids to bed, and I'm ready for Netflix night. Another question was from the Iris. What was the average retention period of your model? If I say it, you're not even going to believe it. But the average retention for a membership site is usually 4 or 5 months max, and mine averages between 15 to 18, depending on the market that I'm in. The reason I can do a 15 to 18 month retention is because, and for those who don't know retention, that's how many months people would stay a member before they cancel. The reason that I do 15 to 18, because I've been doing this for a very, very long time. When I started off, I was only 3 to 4 month retention, but then now I got to 15 to 18 just because of all the little levers you can pull to keep people a member and keep them chomping at the bit to always want to stick around week to week to week. And I teach you all that in Membership Method. You're going to see how to build all that stuff out. So yeah, it's super powerful. And that's, by the way, that retention method is usually at a $35 a month price point or a $97 a month price point. Either one of those price points, my retention doesn't drop. Um, this is the last two questions here. So there's a question from Celeste and a question from Jim. So I'm going to answer those questions and then we're going to call it a night. So Celeste says, I agree about having several great membership site ideas. In my opinion, yep, several is good. And then Jim says, I just wrote a children's book. I'm not going to read it aloud just in case you don't want anybody to know about it. But so Jim wrote a children's book and he wants to talk about incorporating it in the parenting site. So Jim, if you wrote a children's book, not only would I incorporate in the parenting site, but you need to have a parenting site, a membership site. If you're writing a children's book, there could be a whole membership site all about children's books, and it's all online, or even a membership site about how to write children's books. I mean, it's so many ideas, and I share all that kind of stuff in membership methods. So I want to thank everybody again for hanging out here all the way to the end. There's still a ton of people on here. I would say this is probably the most fun I had during a training in a long time because everyone here was so active and engaging. My energy level was high. So I just thanks so much for like the audience, Jay, and I had a blast, and I hope everybody learned a lot.
Oh my gosh, I had a blast too, and I can't thank you enough, man. I mean, we've known each other for years and years, and it's just my privilege to be able to introduce you to my folks, maybe for the first time, who maybe this is the first time you've met Chris. And I think at this point in time, you know the kind of person that Chris is. I think you know where he's coming from. I think you know that he has your best interests at heart, and I think you know that he's going to be there for you when you need him. But you have to take the next step. We've been talking about some big numbers. Lynda.com, $39 million in revenue per month. Chris shared with you his income numbers, $11,000 per day. That may seem out of sight. That may seem like, holy cow, that's like science fiction stuff. I get that. Let's scale it down. What if you could generate only 10% of that? What if you could generate only 1% of that? Yeah, $150 a day. Would that make a difference for you? Would that change your life? We're talking about 100 members at $30 a day. That's what that level is. And Chris is going to show you how to scale up from there. And then the sky is the limit. And that's when things get really interesting, okay? And that's when we're talking about quit your day job stuff. That's when we're thinking about, holy cow, I can hire a staff and take care of half of the content stuff for the entire membership site, or all of it. Yeah, this is available to you. This may seem like, if this is the first time you've heard about this model, well, it's because it's not common knowledge that this is available, and you can actually do this, and you can do this in just about any niche under the sun. But you have to take the next step. This is our last chance. We're logging off now. Do not wait. We still have dozens and dozens and dozens of people still on this training, hanging out to the bitter end. We've been on for 2.5 hours, but we're logging off now. This is your last chance. Click on that link in the questions box, jrecommends.com/Chris, and I recommend this wholeheartedly. Congratulations to all new members. You have made a very wise decision, okay? And I can't wait to hear your success stories. Chris, I want to thank you one more time, buddy. This has been an amazing presentation. You've been tremendously generous with your time. And again, I think that's indicative of what brand new members have in store for them inside this membership. This is the best thing you've ever done, okay? Please, there is zero risk. Click on that link in the questions box, get inside, and breathe a sigh of relief, yeah, and know that you've got everything you will ever need, all the resources and training at your fingertips, and all that you need to do is take some action, yeah. Start right now. Click on that link in the questions box and get inside. We're logging off right now. Jim says, thank you, Chris and Jay. I am not going to sleep tonight. I am so excited. I'm excited for you, Jim. And thank you for the comment that you left in my Facebook group. Chris, thanks, buddy. I'll let you get on with your Netflix night here today. And I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you and everything that you stand for. And thanks for making this available to my folks here today.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Jay, and for everyone that's been here. And I can't wait to see all of you and helping all of you every day inside Membership Method. So have a great night.
Good night, everybody. Have a great night and a fantastic weekend. Talk to you soon. this week. This week. Yeah, I am used. Good, great to know. Okay,